to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
Let's crank this thing over some horns. Start us out right. Let's go. What's going down, YouTube, man? Appreciate y'all joining us today for this excellent 18th episode, season 11, man. Noonish Sports and Tech, man. I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, here with my awesome co-host. Y'all know who it is. Ronald Boleware, my uncle. What's good, Unc?
Shit, man, I'm going to tip my hat. It's the new year, man, 2025. And it just is what it is. It's 2025. You got to keep it moving, man.
Yeah, got to keep it moving.
We'll never see 24 again.
Yep. 24 is a wrap. 24 was good to us, but 25 is going to be better. Absolutely. Cheers, huh? Just cheers to that one right there.
Yeah,
you know, cheers to
always be trying to be bigger and better.
Yeah, man. And along with that getting bigger and better, you know CY, First Lady of F1, she going to make sure we better around this bad boy. I don't know about bigger. We get smaller with CY as a team, average.
Oh, we talking about that money. See,
that money? Oh, yeah, we big.
That's all very won't be. Everything else can be whatever size. But
absolutely. Let's go on and bring Miss First Lady. How you doing, Miss CY? Happy New Year, girl.
Happy New Year, boys. How are we feeling? 2025 feels
feeling
feels
we
wild.
Feeling how you looking, CY?
Yeah, got that Uncle Nears over here popping out.
You looking great. We feeling great.
Thanks, Unc. There's a reason for why I'm wearing red. I'll get into it later. But thank you so much. How are you guys feeling? How was your New Unc? What'd you do last night?
I went to watch meeting at church and came home. We were through by 9 o'clock.
Yep, that's it. And nice and simple. Safe.
You know, I'm trying to stay out of the way. When I be saying that, I'm saying, I'm done so much in his life.
Yeah.
And he's still here to talk about it.
Hey, Unc used to be them freakniks, man.
Hey, Unc would have been out at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what happened at 3 o'clock last night
relax.
in the morning? Well, Unc would have been out, but now Unc try not to do those things anymore.
Yeah, man. That's insane. What somebody did last night on Bourbon Street at 3 in the morning. Like,
people are so evil and hateful, man.
Like, come on, bruh.
Now if people could go out and have a good time, just come on back home. I mean, back in the day, it used to be, might be a little pushing and shoving, and somebody might get tripped or something, but just running over people with trucks and all that stuff, man. That's what make Unc stay out the way.
Stay out the way, straight up. Straight up. You hear about that, CY?
I did. Super sad.
That's
those are always such dangerous things. Like any big city, with people gathered around, like it's gonna be terrifying. I always think about that. No matter if it's a sporting event or a night out, whatever it is.
Large crowds make me think of all kind of stuff now.
Absolutely.
Even going to the grocery store make me think different now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's some
bad stuff going on. So, but we can't shelter ourselves.
Yeah.
We just gotta
be observant.
Be observant
and as much as you can
watchful,
be in them situations.
And then and then we gotta take care of everything we can. Stuff out of our control is out of our control.
Yeah, man. So what's up, Miss First Lady?
I'm feeling good. I'm alive. First of all, I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here with you guys. It's been a weird couple of weeks. Like the holidays lined up really well with having some long weekends, but I just feel like the holidays have not stopped. So I'm excited for a new year because there's some fun things happening. Can I jump in? Can I jump into my fun things?
Dive right in, girl.
Let me dive right in. Can anybody guess why I pulled out the one red shirt that I own? Can anybody guess?
One red shirt? Definitely wasn't for the Georgia Bulldogs.
One red shirt, and let me tell you why.
I know why. I can guess why. Ferrari
it's
and Lewis
Hamilton at Ferrari 2025. The Formula One social team has no chill. Literally at exactly midnight, or like right around midnight, they posted that Lewis Hamilton is officially a Ferrari driver, which I think is kind of funny because to me, like at the end of the season, I was like, well, now he's a Ferrari driver because they were saying bye to everybody else. But literally, he posted something today, and yeah, so I had to pull out my one red. I'm gonna have to step up my game. Unc, you got some red shirts I can borrow because I've got one and this is it. It's old, but I got one.
I got several red shirts. Yeah, they may be a little big. You see why?
Yeah.
Unc ain't that big, but
Hey,
he ain't that small.
Hey, but you know when F1 comes on, you're still in your night shirt, so you can wear it as a night shirt. You know.
There you go. That's what. Yes, a lot of late nights, early mornings for Formula One. But no, it's a very exciting time for Formula One. I think there's not so much happening in the last like week or so since we last talked. There was a small update. Valtteri Bottas was a Mercedes driver for several years. He was Lewis's teammate. They worked really well together. He helped support Lewis in winning some of his championships. He seemingly was dropped at one point, but then recently announced as Mercedes reserve driver, which is a really good spot. We've talked about this, like some of the like Liam Lawson and some of the other drivers who've come up and have seats now started as reserve drivers. They get to do some practice runs. They're there in case a driver is injured or sick or has an appendectomy.
Yuki
like
was
Carlos
a reserve
Sainz.
driver, wasn't he?
So they have a perfect opportunity to kind of test the waters. Valtteri doesn't even test the waters. He's a great driver. He just needs the car to back it up. So we're going to see what happens this year with Mercedes. They've got a new kid in that second seat alongside George Russell. So we're going to see if, I don't know, maybe Valtteri will have a chance to shine again. It was really hard to see him, struggle, but I'm eager, and I think that was really like the biggest piece of news that came out of Formula One. But leading into the first part of the season, there's a couple of things that are coming up before we have our first race. And one I talked about before, and they've never done it before. But okay, let me give you some history. Previously, it's kind of like the launch of a new sneaker. It's kind of like a limited time album drop. Each team unveils their car in this really dramatic ceremony, but every team does it, right? They have the drivers come out, they look semi-miserable, they're like, here we are again. It's a big show of things. And so individual teams will do that on their own events. It's not really open to the public. Media is there. People from Formula One and racing are obviously there. But this year they're doing something interesting, which gives us a shot to go if we want to do Noonish in the UK. I don't know what your thoughts are.
I'm down for it.
Hey, I'm down for it.
Hey, just a little earlier.
You got a passport? You ready?
Yeah, I got my passport. I'm ready.
I think we should go. In February, they're going to actually have all 10 teams in the O2 Arena in London, and they're going to unveil all the cars right there. And it's a ticketed event. It's open to the public. There's some regular tickets that the peasantries like myself, who are not officially connected to Formula One, can opt in to buy tickets. But this is a big day, and I'll tell you why. It also is why I'm wearing red. It is the first time we'll officially see Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari uniform with his car.
Exciting.
Ooh, can you imagine?
Hey, Lou might be back on top, man.
Oh,
yeah. Lewis Hamilton
this might be
in red. I don't know. I'm ready for it.
Can you handle that? Can you handle that? CY getting kind of hot over there, you know?
I don't know. It's a little toasty in here. It might be my heater that I have on because I'm always freezing, and it might also be Lewis Hamilton red. No, I'm really excited. It'll be cool. I don't know. It's always fun to see the cars. I think this is just one of the more shocking starts to the season, with just such a big change. It's like he's kind of reinventing himself with Ferrari. And then just a couple weeks later, they'll do some preseason testing, and we'll get to see them actually in the cars and on track and just see how they're doing. They'll start making some of their early changes and fixes and just testing to see how the cars do outside of like a laboratory environment at the factories. So I think that'll be really great. So we've got some fun things coming up in February, and I'll certainly recap those when we get some early results. But I had to share about my boy Lewis, and
I love it. I was wondering what the red was about, because you came in here flamed up. I was like, okay, CY feeling good on New Year's Day. Let's get it.
You know what? When I wear it, I do feel like a little sense of I don't know, a little power, if you will, a little pep in my
red
step.
is a powerful color.
Hey, that color psychology is real deal. It's like
yeah,
some,
it really
fierce-
is.
some fierceness coming up out of there. It's like, I'm bold today, girl.
I gotta go somewhere. I have pajama bottoms on the bottom half here and a nice shirt on top. So I guess I have to go put some pants on and go somewhere.
Okay, so never mind about the red heels, you know. I was just gonna-
No red heels.
No red heels.
No red heels.
The
Not in
pajama
this
pants.
economy. Not in 2025. I'm gonna wear red sneakers and flats for the rest of the time. But no, I've got some early predictions for F1. I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see Lando creeping back into a first place position for the drivers' championship. I think he's going to fight really hard for it. I think we're going to see Max Verstappen, kind of similar to mid to end season, struggle for those like consistent podium placements and podium finishes. So I really see McLaren continuing their run of dominance. I suspect and predict a championship for them, both on the drivers and the constructor side.
Shout out John David Brissett. He said you got that red on like a red sports car. Rocking it.
Hey,
That's,
wait, hold on. I do actually. I'm gonna
Chicken
ruin
wang
my
leaf
frame,
food.
guys. But look at my tiny. I have a little good luck F1 car that sits on my
yes,
desk.
sir.
It is red. How did you guys know?
Red Corvette.
Jonathan, I told Jonathan that my New Year's resolution was to not move out of my frame. So if I'm out of my frame, someone please tell me.
Are you all up in that frame?
Okay, good.
Frame look quite good.
All up in the frame. But anyway, my early predictions are we're going to see kind of what we saw towards the tail end of Formula One, just true competitive driving from the McLaren, the Kaya boys. We'll see them back on top. I do think Lewis will get some early wins in Ferrari. I'm calling it now. I think we might even get a win from Carlos Sainz in Williams. I think, let's say, in the first quarter of the season. It's bold.
That's a bold prediction.
It's bold, but I think we'll see it. I think he's going to hold the team accountable. I think the sponsors are going to hold the team accountable. And I think there's just like, we're reinventing Williams. Carlos joining the team is a big deal. So I think we'll see some early half season wins maybe from Williams with the help of Carlos. But I think this is going to be the last several years for Lewis. I think if he doesn't get a championship this season, which is going to be tough to do with McLaren and Red Bull where they've been, but I think he'll retire in the next 2 years at most. I think
so.
We'll see from
2
Lewis.
years out of Sweet Lou? Out of Sir Louis?
He doesn't strike me as like the Fernando Alonsos of the world who like stick with it for 20 years, you know, like I think he's going to, he's done his, like he's dominated for so long. I see him, he has so many interests outside of the racetrack, outside of Formula One. He does so much in fashion and for culture and the causes he cares about. I think he probably sees it as an opportunity to be like, hey, I've done a great job. I've built a legacy here. Let me go do this for all the other things that I care about. So I don't know. You guys have seen that with other sports, right? Where, you know, people leave, they go into commentating or they, you know, more of the analyst type roles, but they also go and start their own ventures and, you know, run their own businesses. So I think that we'll see 2 years of Lewis Hamilton. He's going to push for a championship, but I'm not exactly predicting that quite yet for 25.
No, I know. Well, I mean, what's the opening date for the for F1?
Oh my gosh! So first, let me tell you, because I was looking at the calendar. Let me tell you the exact first race, because we have got to get our merch ready. Speaking of merch, I have something to give away. We've been talking about it. And I need to find the best way to do it, because I've got a really cool Red Bull Racing shirt to give away.
Oh, well, let's talk about it then. Let's talk about
it. We've got to find a good giveaway to how to do it, but I've got it here somewhere with me. The Australian GP, this is interesting, is March 5th or March 13th. So that's going to be our very first weekend. Nice. It'll be very exciting. Which I'm pumped. So we'll find a way. Maybe
February last year, right?
They did their preseason stuff, but early March is usually when they'll have their first race. So it'll be good. But I'm really excited. Last year, I mean, when I first started joining the show officially to talk Formula One, we were kind of like, well, we're going to see Max win every race. It's going to be kind of boring, but we didn't. We said we had 6-7 different drivers. We've only had a couple of consecutive wins. There was a lot of diversity on that in that first place position, and to see McLaren, pull ahead where they were, and Max won his championship, but it wasn't that easy. So
for sure,
I think 25 is going to be really good.
They McLaren definitely made it much closer than it was, and it was cool to see them.
They sure did. I wanted to bring something. I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but it brings me to the Dallas Stars. If I can make a quick pivot.
Switch on over, girl.
Quick
well,
pivot.
The first lady.
Have you guys seen all these the news of break-ins for these athletes? Like people breaking into their homes. Like Joe Burrow was one.
I think
Dak,
Luka's home got broken into.
Luka was one of the latest.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Sagan, a Dallas Star, who we talked about, had hip surgery, got a baby on the way. He just, a report came out that he also had a break-in at his home. And I'm just, I was thinking a lot about that. Like, they have such a predictable schedule, right? Like people know when you're gone, and that's kind of scary. I don't have a regular schedule. I really, besides Noonish on Wednesday, I'm always having something different happen. So it just made me think, like, I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but I thought, wow, what an interesting
it's pretty incredible. I know the FBI has now sent out a note to all the professional teams.
They did that a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And it's and they think it's some guys from South America got some kind of hookup. Well, you know how they always try to blame stuff on
for sure.
But it's somebody that has a hookup and has an electronic background, because actually, a technical background, because a couple of times they disabled the alarm system.
Oh yeah, and a lot of the times that's an inside job. I wonder if a lot of these homes have similar, and I know that they're investigating this stuff, but like have similar home security devices.
I'm sure they do.
And things like that. If there's a centralized person that's linked to a lot of these different addresses, for whatever reason. But yeah, the FBI has come out, and that's how one of the greatest NFL safeties died. Sean Taylor.
They thought he wasn't home.
They thought he wasn't home, and he was home, and he got robbed while he was home, and ended up killing him. And it's it's such a sad situation, but it's been going on for years. But right now,
but the best way to eliminate it, that when you're not home, have armed security.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you're making $30-40 million a year.
Oh yeah.
Have armed security at your home.
Gotta protect it, man.
Call Unc up. He got some security.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Call Unc up. I can know for real. Yeah, Unc got security guy.
It's insane, man. But everybody can't afford that. Just because everybody's salaries ain't the same in the league. So the young bucks. And typically but they're targeting some high profile people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And those people do have the money but that's just another expense.
All the people that they have named got the money.
So should the player be responsible, or should these teams start kind of taking some of that responsibility? I get it negotiated in my contract.
Well, that's what you already have. I pay you $30-something million.
Yeah, you pay me $30-something million, but you're also asking me to sign with your city. And it's been a string of robberies that take place. I need to make sure my house is good. My things are good when I'm not there.
So now you want to raise?
I want to get it negotiated in my contract. That's just something that I get negotiated in my contract.
I'll pay you $28 million, then the other millions I put in security.
No, you want me to come here? I can go to a safer city.
Go work at Walmart. Go work at Walmart then if you ain't happy here. Hey, no, see what happened? We just playing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy though.
No, it's crazy.
It's wild. It's
but
wild.
all security is especially if you're making enough money.
Oh, for sure.
I'd rather keep my belongings and pay some. Because security, you get armed security for about $20 an hour.
Yeah. It don't gotta even be as serious as the somebody in South America doing it. They've had the baller watch, that where people know when ballers go out and where they're going. Like they've had that whole thing going. Like ladies have been tapping into that for a minute.
They got people in LA scared to go out to dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And then a lot of the times, just even a lot of these athletes getting on social media. Like it's if you got pictures up, if you got there's ways to find locations.
Oh, absolutely.
And smart people out there figuring things out. IP addresses.
You're you're spot on. I don't even think it really takes a smart person anymore. They just have to be observant. And like, you're right. Like if people do a tour of their house or they post pictures of when they're there, when they're not, when they're on vacation, their jewelry, whatever it is, you're just giving more clues and access. It doesn't mean that it's okay that these things happen, but I do, you bring up an interesting point. I would be curious if there's ever been clauses or statements that are included in contracts around things that are off field, off track, whatever it is. Like, hey, I don't necessarily feel safe. What can we do here? But you're right. Like there's some drivers or athletes or players, whoever, who might not be able to afford the security. But I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. I also feel like we hear more of it because there's just more social media and more sharing. Things like this probably happen and we don't hear as much about it. But I think just social exposes a lot of those things. So I've just seen that. I saw like Dak's fiance, her car was broken into and like 40K worth of stuff. It's like 40K. I don't know. My car's worth 40K.
Yeah. She was in London or something.
Kim K got robbed years ago. Yeah, I mean,
that
it's like if Devin Booker can set down a pair of Book Ones in the middle of the Sedona desert, and somebody from Chicago can see that he put these shoes here, and he did this. That's like the whole PR thing, right? And a dude from Chicago went down and found the shoes in that exact spot. You know, like they can definitely figure out where you're at. Where you're living, and we're talking about some shoes like in the middle of a desert, basically. Yeah. You know, and
it's wild out. It's wild out there, but it's just a reminder for everybody, to be safe and be careful and mindful of what you share. Speaking of, I don't even live in Dallas. I live in Los Angeles. Don't you guys?
Yeah, we live in LA too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm in Zimbabwe, coming live.
Ain't no telling where I might pop up at.
Every now and then I do Noonish from Dubai. You guys might not know. There's a green screen behind me.
Okay, I've had several.
Everyone just be safe wherever you are, whether you're rich or not, or you have fancy jewelry or not. I do not, but like just be super careful. I've had 2 cars stolen in my lifetime, and that never gets less scary, and people might think that it's my fault, and
it's crazy.
And sometimes I used to feel like really guilty, like, oh my god, is this my fault? Like, is this why this happened? Like, did I do something? But people are not always the nicest, and they're not really always out to
what is really worse than having a car stolen? Have your house broken into, man. You feel violated bad.
Oh, absolutely.
Man.
I can only
man.
That's why we ended up moving to Cedar Hill, because we had that flood and then got robbed in the same. And I was 7 years old, and moved to Cedar Hill like right after that happened. Got up out there, man. That is not a good feeling.
No, you feel violated, man.
He took my daddy's snakeskin boots, dog. Like, come on. Come on. Not the snakeskin.
No. Can't do it. But everyone be careful. Lock your stuff up. Hide your stuff. Be smart.
Lock your stuff up. Be careful.
Hide your wife and hide your kids.
And then not only that, make your schedule as unpredictable as you can.
Absolutely.
Make your schedule unpredictable as you can.
Yeah, man. Don't be telling anybody your business, man.
Don't
straight up.
Because this is how I roll. You can ring my doorbell, but if you haven't called me, I ain't even going to look.
Yeah. Period.
There ain't nobody coming to my house for what?
Yeah, unannounced.
Yeah, so you're here unannounced. Everybody come. You better call her, because you ring my doorbell and I don't know you coming. I'm not even going to look out and see who it is.
Yes, sir. Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that today.
So I'm not going to open up the door for no strangers, even though I got Ring cameras and all that. I'm not even going to look on it.
Yeah. Texas with the early news.
That's up to you to find out if I'm at home or not.
For sure. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of odd to people, but that just let people know, if you come into my house, call me, are you home? Yeah, man. But most people that come to my house is invited anyway.
Yeah, they're on the way. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, just reminded me of something. The way did this, I still do this. Do you know that kids these days do this?
Are you serious?
I saw someone the other day like, oh, well, they called you. And I was like, what? You mean they called you? It's the holding the iPhone. And I thought, oh my God.
Hey,
where we are these days.
That just show you where Uncle's at. Uncle's living in the past on this stuff.
I'm right here with it.
I still, if someone needs to put their window down next to me, I still roll my window. I don't go, like, put your window down. I roll my window down.
Yeah, like this. Exactly.
You have to. Like, what do you? I mean.
Hey, what is the appropriate phone gesture? Is it this or is it this? Because this is how we get down.
Weird.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm all about that.
It's all generational. I'm
call.
gonna say it like that. Probably if you do this, you're under 23 years old.
If I do this, I feel like I'm FBI or something. Tapping in.
Yeah, some interesting information has just come to my ear.
Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting news, I got a news alert on, I think it was Christmas Eve? No, maybe it was a couple days after. An ESPN alert for the Dallas Stars, and I was like, oh my god, what is going on? I need to open this really fast. And it was like an official announcement that the NHL fined the Dallas Stars $100,000 because they hosted a voluntary skate session, I think on the day after Christmas. And there's rules that clubs are not supposed to, not force, but encourage the athletes to work out on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, unless there's a big game close by. But the Stars were it was just hey, come skate if you want. It wasn't required. But $100K,
that's crazy.
I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I always wonder, do you guys know about this? Because this is maybe one thing I don't know anything about. When people, when the leagues fine players or teams, does that money just go straight to the league, or do they donate it to a cause? Do they invest it in something bad, back, or do they just pocket it?
I'm guessing it would go to the collective bargaining or something. I'm not sure. That's a great question though.
It goes to the league. And that's why the commissioner can make so much money. It goes to the league, and then the league do because the commissioner makes more money than all the players.
Oh, yeah,
There's
absolutely.
Not one player that makes as much money per year as
yeah, no doubt. Goodell, he's got a heck of a job to do too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great question though, Steve.
I was thinking about it because the breaking news from Dallas Stars was oh my gosh, I hope somebody's okay. Everyone's okay. And it was just something that they had gotten fined. But they played last night at the AAC. It was really cool. I was right next door for another party for New Year's Eve. But the Dallas Stars usually play around that time. They played against the Sabres. They won. It wasn't a really super easy win for them, but it was a great game. They ended up winning 4-2. The young guys are really stepping up. Some of the more seasoned players like Sagan and Marchment, who's been actually maybe not so seasoned. He's not as much of a veteran on the team, but he's had a really killer start to the season. He's out, so the older players are really taking a back seat to some of these young guys. So we've talked about Stankoven is one of my favorites to watch. Wyatt Johnston, they had good games last night. So it's been fun. The Stars are in a really good position to start of the new year. NHL works off points, so we'll see how we're working towards playoffs. They play until literally February, March, and then playoffs are around there. It's pretty wild. So I'm interested to see how they do. There's a couple home games, and I think a good start to the season. They're adjusting without Sagan. He'll be out probably until next year. Who knows when he'll be on skates again. But I'm excited to see where they are. They're still in fourth in the Central Division, behind the Jets, Wild, Avalanche. And then there are the Stars. And then the Blues are right behind us. The Blues. But we'll see what happens. I'm feeling good about it.
Still a lot left, a lot of action left in that NHL season and we got a lot to talk about. So, Christiana is going to keep us on point with that.
I'll be back for more predictions. I'm predicting this might be our year, guys, for a potential Stanley Cup run. We've had them in the past. During COVID, they played in the bubble and in the championship series. Did not win, but I feel good. And also, I talked about this before, but I really would love to see the Dallas Stars get a chance to play in the Winter Classic. They just had that game. It was in was it in Fenway? It was in a stadium outside playing hockey.
I think it was in Fenway. Or Wrigley. I think it's Fenway.
It was really cool. The Dallas Stars did that a couple years ago. Actually, it was. I forgot about this. It was Chicago. In Wrigley. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was Wrigley.
Yep.
The Dallas Stars played inside of the Cotton Bowl in 2020, January 2020.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It was 55 degrees outside, so the ice is really working hard to not melt and get disgusting. But it was pretty cool. I got to go and it was fun. There were a lot of people there, but they made us so. I think we've talked about this because I'm having a flashback. They made us look so country. Like I'm talking belt buckles, saddles everywhere,
just
hay
like the
all
All-Star
over the
game.
place. And I was like, yes. Yes. I think we did talk about that. I was like, I promise we're not just cowboy boots and horses.
Exactly.
But I guess you lean
I was
into it when
looking
people are
at the
coming
ball
in.
drop last night from Houston.
Yeah.
Everybody had cowboy hats on. I'm like, who the hell dressed like that, man?
Exactly, man.
I mean,
they really want to push that,
I want to push that
Texas.
cowboy narrative,
Hey,
man.
New Texas, man.
That ain't how we roll, man.
Hey, I'm starting New Texas up. New Texas like New Mexico. We starting New Texas up.
That's where we'll move, and no one will be able to find us. No one will know where we live.
I'm telling you,
We'll go to the real Texas.
Yeah.
We ain't got no new Texas. It's just a real Texas.
Yeah, it is real Texas. Like that ain't what it is, man. I'm tired of being depicted as a country bumpkin. Y'all can keep it in Alabama.
I do have cowboy boots sitting right near my desk, but no, I'm excited. I'm excited for the stars. Formula One obviously is really in this pre-part of this season, but I think we'll still have news to talk about. So if you guys tune in, you'll hear more from me on NHL. I think I'm going to bring back some more tech. I feel like I don't really talk about tech with you guys anymore, so maybe we can do more of that in 25.
Yep, we will do that, and Jonas will be back. Got things situated. The quality is where it needs to be now. I'm not worried about calls anymore. Remote calls and things like that. So yeah, we definitely gonna get that back popping, man. I miss the technology segment too.
Oh,
I love to talk tech. On my iPhone. Unc, I'm making a call to you. Unc,
we talk
please
tech,
answer
Unc.
your phone. Thank you, Unc.
Anyway.
Hey, Unc got to move up, man. Unc got to move up on some of this stuff.
And I just love blowing people's minds because they don't even know the tech is in the brain right now. But it's a fun thing to talk about.
So fun. Well, I've taken way too much of your time. I love you guys.
First lady, as always.
I am excited to chat next week.
Okay. Yes, man. Well, hey, you have a great rest of your first day of January. Happy New Year to you, and wishing you all the success. Well,
Okay.
I know it's coming to you. No law of attraction. It's coming to you.
It is. It's the red.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, hey.
Me and Lewis.
Red is the power of color.
You come out in that red at the Dallas Stars game. They gonna be playing real good for Jessica Rabbit. You feel me? So.
Hey, I do need to go to a Stars game. We'll do okay with that. Okay, guys, coming soon, a Red Bull Racing shirt giveaway and Dallas Stars tickets giveaway. I think we should.
Boom.
Boom.
And we'll
There
get that
you go,
figured
everybody.
out. We'll get it figured out online for season 12 coming soon.
We'll post some teasers and how to play along, but we'll do it.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, Miss CY, you have a great rest of your day.
Love ya.
You too.
Peace. That's the first lady of F1, Miss Christiana. Yeah, bruh. I'm gonna get you right here. Let me get this thing. Now you good? You ain't gotta move. You perfect. I need to get this screen right. I need to get the screen right. Take it 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't.
So I can actually find it.
I need them to bed.
We got you, and we about to jump into these good
like
topics.
they do it. I need that.
Yeah. You can slide over just a little bit towards me.
Yeah.
Like an inch. Right, y'all.
Yeah, right.
Perfecto. Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. Let me slide myself over just a tad, man. But yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Time to get to these good old topics, baby. Yes, sir. Starting out, we got this good college football playoff happening right now. University of Texas is taking on Arizona State, and the last time I checked,
It was 14-3.
14-3. UT's up 14-3 now.
Yeah,
I thought it was 7-3.
14-3.
What happened when I missed that quick?
Number 11. I can't call his name off that. He broke one.
Oh my
Broke one
gosh.
by 60 yards.
I love it. That boy UT. Let's go.
Oh,
Crank
yeah.
up then. Crank up
UT.
then.
Yeah. This is our regular show / watch party.
Yeah, we kind of
And if
watch
anybody
party
out
this
there
thing
say
today.
something, man, we hate to interact with the people while the first lady talking, but if you're out there, you want to say something, say something.
Yeah, man.
See something, say something. We'll interact with you.
What a wild card dive. Renegade was going down. Clash, Mini Pekka. And Jaden Hart, Eric showing back. What's going down? Big Tommy Ellis, it's going down right now, man. So let's get this thing cracked off. We're gonna start off with that Zay watch, man. Y'all know what's going down with Zay Green.
They're 14-1.
University of Alabama is now 14-1. University of Alabama women's basketball team is 14-1. We had Miss Zay Green on the show a couple weeks ago, just telling us about what's going down at Alabama, man, and how these young girls, how these young ladies are getting ready to ball, and they've been balling, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they went out beat Michigan State last week, and they still rolling. They got one loss to Cali. They went on a road trip, took an L, game they should have won, and if come tournament time, they will win that game. But been balling, man. Zay kind of, they beat Jacksonville in their last game, 93-46. So Zay went for 13 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists. That's one of her lower output games, but she's still doing what it do.
But it's the whole thing, man. When you're winning like that, you got to let some of the other people carry some of the weight.
Oh yeah,
and because if you wear your main horse out on the easy wins, man.
Yeah, and they can go. They
learn how to play, and then when you need them, if they're used to playing, then they can come in.
And they got some girls that can absolutely go too at Alabama right now. They can shoot that rock, beautifully. So, man, I'm trying to get this. Can't ever figure out this screen on TikTok. I think I just need to sit it sideways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sitting sideways.
Or you and me on that if we go sideways with it.
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna have to bear with this TikTok.
You gotta turn your head sideways.
Yeah, you might just have to turn your phone sideways to get in here with us. Yeah. We're gonna keep the party going, man. But yeah, it's going down, man. It's going down. Looking forward to what Alabama continues to do. Shout out Zay Green. Y'all continue to watch her get down with the get downs. Let me see what the next game is. Let me check real quick. Let me see. Alabama. Women's basketball schedule.
Yeah, that's the score right now. Is UT 14, Arizona State 3.
14-3?
Yeah, 14-3.
Yeah, UT, man, if they can corral Scatterboo, they're gonna have a great chance of winning this game. Looks like the next game Alabama plays will be against Missouri. Looks like it will kick off the SEC conference play on Sunday, January 5th at 2 p.m. Man, I will be tuning in. Y'all can tune in with us, man. Might do a watch party, man. We all about Zay Green and her journey to the WNBA. It's been a beautiful thing to watch to this point, and it's just gonna keep getting even better, man. As more and more people learn about it. Hey, the scouts in the WNBA already know about it. She's rated the number 2 guard in the nation right now. So if y'all haven't tuned in or haven't locked in or heard about young Zay, yeah, y'all can start watching.
Lock in.
And
check her out.
What up, big dog? How you doing, the listener? Olivia, what's going down? Yeah, man, it's Noonish Sports and Tech, and we in this thing right now. Appreciate y'all joining us, tuning in from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, man. Hey, y'all tap that screen, like the show, man. We got some goals to hit today over here on TikTok, man. I know it's New Year's Eve, so we're gonna set big goals today, man. I feel great about this. I'm sorry, it's New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
We're gonna set big goals, and get this year cracked off right. You feel me? So,
yes, sir.
On to the next topic. Y'all know what it is. As we mentioned, it is bowl season right now. And before we get to the CFP, let's talk about what took place this past weekend in San Antonio, right? With this good Alamo Bowl. Did you get a chance to check that game out, Colorado versus BYU? Yeah. What'd you think about it, huh? I know Colorado went out there and got manhandled. That's not how we wanted the season to end for those CU Bucks, 36-14, and I mean they was handled.
Yeah.
What you think about
it? Colorado lost the game fair and square, but this is the thing. Bowl games are never going to be what they used to be.
Why you say that?
Because the transfer portal and opting out the transfer.
You right?
Bowl games are not going to be what they used to be, and this is an overall observation. Yeah. But what I saw was that I just saw that BYU just looked like a better overall team than Colorado.
Yeah,
So Colorado has some very good players in certain positions.
Yeah.
But they don't have enough of them.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, there were several players that were playing during the season that weren't playing in that game.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Transfer
about.
portal, right?
So we might as well get used to that. So what we see during the regular season is not going to be what we see in the bowl game.
And they also had some injuries, and I don't know why anybody would be going so hard the week of the game, but they also had some injuries the week of the game to some key players on the D-line. You know, and that's just crazy to me.
I mean,
you know, I understand practicing and preparing, but you know, you gotta have some sense about how you go about doing your work.
A whole lot of times, which is curves and the kind of shoes that were. A whole lot of these injuries are non-contact, so they may not even be going at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, because how hard is it? Because I got this new saying, because everybody got this saying. How hard is it to go against Ireland? Because they're not having contact drills.
Oh, yeah, you're right, in practice.
So you going against Ireland.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, I mean, you know, not being ugly, but, you know, that's a new thing, going against Ireland.
Yeah, and it's been, you know, it's pretty wild. It's been a little fallout, you know. I don't even know if it's necessarily due to fallout, but, you know, a couple of coaches have left already.
No, that's not fallout. That's a better job.
Yeah, better
job.
Like Deion said,
paying more money.
Like Deion said, you either going backwards, you going forward.
Who won't? I'll take a better job right now paying more money.
Yeah.
But I'm retired and you got to pay me way more.
Yeah, and we talking, you know, some serious, significant positions. We got an O-line coach and a D-line coach. Got the O-line coach going. He's done a great job of helping build that Colorado Buffaloes offensive line
from that
1-1.
State.
Yeah, they're going to Mississippi State. Coach Dansby, I can't think of the other coach's name.
Yeah, they both probably getting more money.
Yeah.
And they from Mississippi.
Oh yeah. But I know. I mean, it had to be tough because. You know, Dansby, they both been with him. They both helped start that program. But, you know, Dansby, he's got a lot of TV time with well-off media, with the Dansby fade, you know. He got that nice little fade that we won't get to see anymore. But I know, you know, it's turnover, man. If you ain't changing, you know, it's constantly, you know, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And the only way to get better is if you change. Things got to change from within, or it's got to be a forced change, which is taking place.
I'm always, I'm just one of these overconfident. Yeah, a lot of the only way you took out, I mean, but this is the whole thing. If you come work with me, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, that's what. If I was a head coach and my D-line and O-line coach, now I'm gonna go get another coach and another O-line coach and another D-line coach, and I'm going to give them some. Also, I'm gonna say, look, you got to be willing to take some of the insight on what the guys that were doing before you did that was halfway successful. You take that and put that with what you know. Run. I mean, you know, but I'm never gonna say cause you go. I mean, you know, cause I, you know, being in track and field and sports myself, those are guys I have ran with. They come say, oh man, I'm gonna go run with. Because one time a guy that ran with us here in Dallas said he gonna go run with the guys in Houston. You know what I told him?
What you tell him?
I hate it for you.
Go on about your business, dog. Yeah.
Go down there. I hate it for you.
It is
what
what
it is. Get it to you too.
Absolutely, bro.
You know, I mean, I love you, but I hate it for you.
Man, I
hate it for you because I'm now if I face you, I got to give you the business too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's just the way my mindset is.
Mine as well. So, you know, with
I wish you well, but you can give everybody else the business.
Yeah.
But when you face me, I'm gonna give it to you.
So, do you think there's anything to Deion being 0-3 in ball games, or do you solely pay it to the fact that? You know, you don't think it's a preparation thing? Oh, like they're not preparing properly because they lost 2 in the Celebration Bowl.
No,
and now they lost this one. You know,
I don't think
on a more significant stage.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that, because the O-line coached the O-line in the bowl game.
Yeah,
not Deion.
Yeah,
Deion the head coach. The D-line coached the D-line.
Yeah,
Deion coached the overall scheme.
Yeah,
but you coached those boys. So if you think we didn't do a good job, it's your fault.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
I don't think that. You know, and they're gonna always try to throw little stuff up.
Yeah.
And that's the narrative in sports now. Bring up stuff to try to diminish what people do.
Yeah.
Bring up stuff. And the coaches leaving didn't have nothing to do with Deion. The only thing had something to do with it was a better job, man.
Yeah.
Better job. That's it. And paying more money.
Yeah. What's Deion say? You either elevated or you're
stagnated.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
so you're either going backwards or forwards at the end of the day.
That's what I'm going to say. Either you elevated or you stagnated.
Yeah,
well,
man.
I mean, with the stagnation ain't good.
Yeah, that ain't the business right there. That ain't the business. But, shout out anyways, regardless, shout out to Colorado for the hell of a season, man. 9-4. That 10 wins would have looked nice. But I'm telling you right now, like I told my homeboy, Colorado don't give a damn about that bowl game. If they wasn't in the national championship tournament, they could care less about that bowl game. So shout out to Colorado bringing that 1-1
but
team
they did want to win that
win.
game.
Yeah, they would have won it, but
they did want to win it.
They would have won it, but hey, they on to the next year, on to prepare for the next one. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna work out for them next year. This will be the first time we'll see Dion without Shiloh, Shador, Travis Hunter. It'll be, it's going to be very interesting, but I think they got enough out there. I think they've recruited their asses off, so they're going to be just fine, man, in the post-Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders era.
Yeah, if you build your team, you lose. Every coach lose some players every year. So if you're not prepared to lose Shiloh, Travis, and Shador, you're not as good a recruiter as I thought you were.
You're not a good coach, because that's part of the job description.
Because in college, you have to be prepared for everybody to leave every 2-3 years.
Absolutely. And you got to have everybody prepared for that as well. So I think they're going to be just fine, man. I know they're going to be solid at quarterback with Caden Salter and Juju Lewis, going at it, battling for that starting QB, that QB1 role. So, yeah, we'll see what's going down with that, man. And, hey, as we mentioned, man, I just got to, next topic, we're going to keep this train rolling. Still in bowl season, NCAA bowl season. Do I think Dion will be better without his sons? I think he'll be better without his sons. I think he'll be more open-minded, and not throwing the ball as much. I ain't
gonna say he's gonna be better. I'm gonna say he's gonna be who he is. I mean, Dion is who we thought he was.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No
doubt.
I just think he's gonna be Deion Sanders with or without his sons.
Yeah, but still, I think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna be able to make better decisions at that quarterback position. Not saying that Shador ever should have been sat or anything like that, but he gave Shador a lot of liberties and a lot of freedoms to do a lot of things. I think that quarterback's gonna be coached up a little bit better and not taking 25-yard sacks. But but shout out Shador, man. I believe Shador will be the number one quarterback taken in the draft. Him or Cam Ward. Those are my two for that top spot. If somebody slides in there, that's gonna be a shocker to me. Is all I'm saying for the quarterback position. But what else have we seen in this bowl season? Well, I called it out already last week, talking about how the SEC ain't all that in the bag of chips.
Oh, yeah, we both, man. I've been telling people that and everybody, Ron, you hate, man, SEC. I think they've lost every bowl game except one.
They've lost quite a few of them. They got a couple wins.
Tennessee lost.
Tennessee lost to kick it off, and Alabama lost to Michigan 19-13 this weekend. Yesterday. Navy beat Oklahoma, which was a shocker to a lot of people.
That's 3. Texas A&M lost. That's 4 losses.
And Texas A&M took that L.
Right there for them, man. Come on, man.
And major programs, right? I mean, we talking about the best program so far.
What Navy got doing beating anybody in the SEC?
Navy beat Oklahoma after Oklahoma jumped out on them. That was a shocking loss and insane.
Navy beat Vanderbilt. That's no big deal. But Navy beat Oklahoma.
Man. That's a big deal right there. That's a big deal. And I think Vanderbilt might have been one of the other losses that took place in the SEC. 5. I know Missouri did win.
Missouri?
I think Ole Miss may have won their bowl game. Well, no, they play tomorrow or something like that. There's another team.
Got 4 or 5.
Yeah, man, they taking these L's, and you know what? Hey, we got another big one tonight. You know what I'm saying? And we looking to come and knock the spit out them dogs' mouth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like this, the way the SEC
don't neuter them boys.
I wouldn't even be surprised, man.
Man. No, I'm looking forward to that game tonight. But hey, tried to tell y'all, man, the SEC, the only reason why they get the respect that they do is because of the money. Follow the money train. All the revenue, it's because it ain't nothing else to do around in those small towns in the SEC, man.
Most of those.
Nashville got something to do.
I mean,
Austin, but
some of those SEC schools. What's in Alabama besides Alabama?
Orange Beach, and this is the bottom of Alabama. But I mean, don't nobody even know about Orange Beach. It ain't just no crazy tourist spot. It's one of them cool spots.
What's in Mississippi besides? Is there any pro teams or?
Absolutely not.
No baseball, no basketball, no football.
Absolutely not.
they dominate these places, man.
Absolutely.
The whole state turn out.
Ain't nothing else to watch.
Yeah. So,
you know, even take it to Georgia. You know, Georgia ain't in Atlanta.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And then even Gainesville, Florida, that ain't Miami. You know? That ain't Orlando. Like, we talking about some spots where there ain't nothing else popping off around there.
But college
football. So
and they
that's
pour major
like
money
that.
into it to make sure that it makes money for them also.
It ain't like the Cowboys where you got people over in Japan tuning into the Cowboys games because Cowboys, you know, that's America's team and everybody tuning into the Cowboys whether they love them or hate them. It ain't like that.
No.
You got a concentrated population going to these games and buying this gear in each of these schools, man. It ain't like people in Dallas is just prompt to watch Alabama this weekend. No. Those games on CBS to me are boring as hell.
People in Birmingham and Mobile to watch Alabama.
Exactly.
That's why they get their fan base.
Yeah. Here in Dallas, we got too much going on, man. That's why we can't even. SMU had a hell of a team this year and didn't nobody even really realize it. Because we got so much going on around here. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case in most of them SEC schools. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to have a watch party tonight, Ryan. You already know what's going down. I'm going to do it for real, though.
Is that nephew?
Yeah, that's nephew, man. You know, hey, Ryan, I don't know if you saw the post today, but hey, you got mentioned you in that post. He mentioned you a trip. You know, gave you a little shout out. You know, I'll let you go watch that post real quick. You know, so you can comment on it. You know what I'm saying?
Marcus, we had fun and talking to this Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
What up, man?
And I tell you this here, nephew, I've been talking Sugar Honey Iced Tea so long and so much. It's gonna be hard for you young guys to talk about Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Unc be on it though. Hey, he be on his stuff though.
Hey.
Constantly, man. But yeah, that's enough about that. I just wanted to call that out. Now let's get to the real CFP, man. What matters, these CFP quarterfinals. Like we thought they would. Penn State dominated them trenches last night. Ashton Jeanty, at one point, you remember I said he gonna run for 37 yards? Hey, it was looking like that. He had 12 carries for 37 yards in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? 12
but the one
39
touchdown they
like
scored.
Yeah.
But the one touchdown they scored.
Yeah.
Why they scored? Whole defense is watching Ashton Jeanty.
Absolutely.
Did you see that pass?
Yeah.
Ashton Jeanty went to the flat and the quarterback did like this.
Yes, sir. Threw it back to that tight end.
Yeah. No. When Ashton Jeanty went to the flat, then he threw it down the sideline. Yeah. That tight end was slow as the day is long.
Yes, sir.
But he went for a touchdown. Because this is what I'm talking about. And this is what I'm talking about, impact on the game.
Yeah.
When Ashton Jeanty went to the flat, I seen the defensive end, the outside linebacker, the quarterback, and the safety all went to him.
Absolutely.
And everybody, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, impact on the game. So, I mean, you know, even though they lost, Ashton Jeanty is an impact player.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm talking about, having impact on the game. Man, and the few points they scored, they wouldn't score because everybody watching Ashton Jeanty.
You're right about that. And it's a such thing as a decoy. It's just at times when you see the Cowboys bring in Turf and send him in motion just to go the opposite way where he came from. That's the type of stuff we're talking about. That's impact.
But that impact on the game.
They know that you're a playmaker. They know that you are the guy. We gotta stop you. So we're gonna keep our eyes on you, and you can slide something on the backside like that.
Because this is what I do know. That if I send 4 players that Ashton Jeanty all the time, that tight end ain't gonna make that many plays. He ain't did it all year.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather send 4 players than Ashton Jeanty and make sure I stop him.
Exactly.
And that's what I be saying. Man, it's impact on the game also.
Yeah.
And all of these players, Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, all these players is great. And this is what I want people to quit doing. Don't bring up Ashton Jeanty to try to make Travis Hunter talent stand by itself. Ashton Jeanty stand by. Everybody, you don't have to say, oh, we ain't never seen this, we seen that before. Just tell us what Travis did. And if it's good enough, it'll stand by itself.
Yeah.
That's the way Ark is.
Man, I just got news that the Notre Dame game got postponed. Is that true? Say it ain't so. I know the gun
got postponed. It must be the weather.
They in New Orleans. That shooting last night. All-State Sugar Bowl has been rescheduled for time following the attack of New Orleans. Hey, come on,
man. See, man, people, and that's what he wants. The guy that he wants to say, even though he dead, he wants to implement. He the one stop the Super Bowl game. Man, come on.
Postponed to tomorrow. because of the attacking New York. And it's all good. I got more jerseys, man. I'm gonna be jerseyed up, and we gonna have a watch party tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going down.
Man, people are evil, man. You
Absolutely, man. That's just insane, man.
Man, that's insane, man.
And my heart goes out to the families, man, that have to experience loss on January 1st. You know, when it's supposed to be a day of celebration, and you got an idiot going up there in the truck with a flag on the back of his car, hitting people. Like, man, like, come on, bro. The cops covered up the flag. They don't know what it was. So evidently, it was something that didn't look too good.
I mean, it could have been America. We don't know, but I'm just saying. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. It's
this is why, you know, and everybody say Uncle hard, but this is what Uncle's down on right here.
Very evil world.
If you're a criminal, give him the maximum you can get to every trouble.
Give him the business, man.
Give him the business, man.
Give him the business, man.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, for real.
Man, people with people, man. People with people, bro, and they just they destroy good things all the time, man, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I mean, that's gonna boost up that game even more. That anticipation, boy, boy got blue balls right now over that game. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna make it a real, even better game. You know what I'm saying?
It's the whole thing. If you're a high caliber athlete, you gotta be ready to go all day.
Got to.
So they shifted to tomorrow. Okay, that's all right.
Got to, man.
I just shift my mindset to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna go out there and handle my business.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I pray for all the families that lost somebody or got somebody injured or any of that, man.
Yeah.
You know, in that foolishness, man, because that's all it is.
And right now, Texas is giving Scatterboo the business. Just made this young man fumble. Speaking of fumbles, Ashton Jennings had 2 fumbles all year. Played against better competition. Not only did he not run for 200 yards last night, but he had 2 fumbles. You know what I'm saying? And I know what you're saying, huh? I know what you're saying. But it is Penn State is not Colorado State. Is all I'm saying.
They ain't Colorado either.
They not UNLV either.
They not Colorado either.
I don't, man.
He didn't fumble on Oregon. Now we're gonna bring up what we can
game 2.
This is the whole thing. He had 2 fumbles. It had nothing to do with the competition. That was a night that he had.
to do with the competition last night, huh?
Okay. Well, that's why Colorado lost 4 games, because it had everything to do with the competition.
I never said it had anything to do with it.
But this is the thing, like I say, man, quit going in on Ashton Jennings.
I'm not going in on Ashton Jennings.
I can't tell.
But he didn't run for 200 yards last night, did he? I'm speaking to the facts. Talking to the facts. That's all I'm talking to.
He didn't run for 200 yards every game.
He didn't run for $150 last night.
Did Travis Hunter catch 12 catches against BYU? No, he did not.
He had quite a few.
Did he have 12? That was his most.
He had 2 touchdowns.
Did he have an interception?
He had 2 touchdowns.
Did he have an interception?
He had 2 touchdowns.
Did he have an impact on the game?
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns.
Did he have an impact? They lost.
Yeah, they lost.
It wasn't enough to win. We got to quit trying to criticize one person.
I'm not criticizing.
I can't tell, Jay. You always say stuff about Ashton Jennings,
yeah,
but then you build Travis Hunter because he the greatest thing since sliced bread.
He just another
guy.
He won the Heisman.
Absolutely, he did.
And deserved to win the Heisman.
So why we talk about Ashton Jennings?
Because he played last night.
Oh, okay, Travis Hunter played the other day. And he won the Heisman, but they lost the game.
Yeah,
he done played 3 bowl games. He ain't had no effect on them winning in the biggest situation. So let's not act like Ashton Jennings is the only one that failed.
He talking over me, but it don't matter.
No, it don't matter either.
I didn't say he's the only one that failed.
I just hate for people to try to disclaim what this young man done.
And it's not even necessarily on Ashton Jennings. It's on Boise State is what I'm trying to say. I didn't get my point out.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Boise State in that lame conference they playing in, okay, were able to, my boy damn near ran for 200 a game, okay? Last night we didn't see that. Against better competition. It wasn't the same Boise State team, and it wasn't the same Ashton Jennings team. That's all I'm saying.
He did against Oregon. They're better than Penn State.
Oregon
is the number one.
Second week of the season.
Well, it doesn't matter what week it is.
If this Penn State team
those are the reasons that you're trying to disclaim.
No,
it don't matter what week it is.
It's a different team.
Number one.
It's a different team.
They number one now, right?
So Northern Illinois can beat Notre Dame right now? Absolutely not.
Didn't nobody beat Oregon? Didn't nobody beat Oregon all year?
They almost lost to the Idaho Vandals in week 1.
Close don't count. This ain't horseshoes or hanger names.
They would blow the brakes off Idaho Vandals in week 12.
That's what you say. We don't know that.
We don't know, but the chances are
We don't know
high.
that. All this is hyperbole. This is what we say. Let's talk about what happened. Ashton Jeter rushed for 22,000 yards, and he didn't have the worst schedule.
Did he jump off the tape last night as the best player on the field to you?
Yes, he did, because you have
No,
to
he
have.
didn't. It was number 33 for Penn State jumped off the tape
So
for
when
me.
have I'm gonna tell you this. So when I watch
The running back for Penn State looked better than Ashton Jeter last night.
when did Travis Hunter look like the best player
All the time. Every
Not
week.
in them 4 losses, he didn't look like nothing.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I haven't saw one game.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
personally,
you just
where I
talking
say,
right now.
where I can say
That's
Travis
all.
Hunter won. This is why they won, because of Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter don't have that much effect on the game, man. And he don't have as much effect on the game as Ashton Jeter do. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter. Quit bringing up the competition, because Ashton Jeter, it's guys that play the weaker schedule than Ashton Jeter, but they don't have the yards. They ain't.
I disagree.
These guys play weaker schedule.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they did. And there's guys that played tougher schedules like Scatterboo that do have the yards.
He don't have no 2,400 yards.
He was not much that far behind Ashton Jeter, and he
You
missed the
better
game.
go look.
Go, you check
go
out Scatterboo.
look. No, you go look.
I'll tell you what Scatterboo stats were, and he missed the game. Scatterboo, check it out right now.
So go show
Hey,
me.
I just need
so
you to-
go show me what Travis Hunter led the nation
Hey,
in.
I just want
So-
you to.
No, I want you to go look
Why
and
don't you
see.
back up Travis Hunter like you back up Ashton Jeter? I don't
I'm backing
understand
him up
that.
the same way.
I don't understand
I
that.
don't understand you.
What you mean?
Because this is the thing. Travis Hunter didn't lead the nation in nothing. Nothing. But you're saying he the greatest. He didn't have the most catches. He didn't have the most yards. He didn't have the most touchdowns.
He had the most
So what are
plays.
we talking about?
He had the most plays. So
No, he
something.
had the most hype.
Plays.
But we ain't talking about plays. We talking about results.
Scatterboo.
We talking
ran
about
for
results.
1,568 yards this season
1,500.
on 263 carries. So if he would have had the 350 carries that
If
Ashton Jeter
was a
had,
field, we'd be drunk. We ain't talking about if.
hey,
If Travis
going off
Hunter
the
would have caught
average.
more yards, he would have led the nation, but he didn't. So what did Travis Hunter lead the nation in?
How did Travis Hunter get in this conversation? I'm talking about Boise State.
I'm talking about Travis Hunter in Colorado.
Boise State had nothing to do
Because
with
you
last
always
night.
trash. You always trash.
I'm not
Ashton
trashing
Jeter.
Ashton
I
Jeter.
can't tell,
The man ran 30
I
times
can't
for
tell.
100 yards last night. That's a 3.5-yard average. Is that freaking blockbuster? Let's go get this dude first round, the greatest player in the nation. Goodness gracious, let me talk about him every week. He deserves a Heisman Trophy because he ran for 30 times a game? No.
Travis Hunter got 3 interceptions all
last-
year. No, why don't you make
4
excuses
interceptions.
over there?
4
4 interceptions. So he didn't lead the nation. And so that's some numbers that jumped off.
Nobody threw to
Watch
him.
it.
If they threw to him 300 times,
That's what you say.
if they would've threw the
That's
Travis
what
Hunter
you
side
say.
300 times,
You
we
would
would've
go
got
with the
them
ifs.
pissed off.
You would go with the ifs.
Well, you
would
came
go
with an if. You came with an if.
What the if I gave you?
Well, if Travis Hunter would have, like, that's when you came. You started the whole thing off with an if.
No, you the one that you brought up J.A. You do this. You
I
try
do
to
what?
you try to bring Ashton Jeter down, and you've been doing this.
I'm
for
not
years.
bringing him down. The
I
fact
can't
is,
tell.
he averaged 3.5 yards a carry last night, didn't he?
That's one game. That's one game.
In a big game that mattered, wasn't it? It's the biggest
Colorado
game.
lost in every big game. Travis Hunter lost every big game he been in.
Last night was
Let's
the
not talk
biggest-
about
was
that.
the biggest
What
game of
about
the
when he was
season.
in Division 2? He can even dominate the celebration ball.
Last night was their biggest game, right? They had an opportunity to win the college football playoff, right?
Absolutely, they did.
And did Ashton Jeter run for 250 yards last night? Was he mowing over the world like he did everybody else in the Mountain West last
Yeah,
night?
I don't think he rushed 250 yards all year, Jay.
200 yards, huh? Did he run for 200 yards last night? Did he average 7 yards a carry last night?
He didn't average 7 yards all year, Jay.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. You better go look at his average.
What was that?
It wasn't 7. I'll bet you that. I'll bet you right now.
Okay.
Ashton Jeter's average was not no 7 yards per carry.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's see. I know exactly what his average
Yards
was.
per carry.
Yards per carry.
But yeah. 7 yards per carry. Since you know exactly what his average is.
Well, I looked it up. It said 6.9. But I looked it
It's
up.
right there at 7. Is what I'm
Okay.
looking at right now.
Okay.
Okay, so 7. Did he average 7 yards carry last night?
No, he didn't.
He averaged half of that against better competition. All I gotta say.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All I got to say is, show me what Travis did against the good competition he played.
Travis didn't play last night.
Okay, but he played the other day against BYU.
And
He didn't.
He scored 2 touchdowns against BYU.
Look at his average, but they still lost. They still lost.
You talking about Travis. You can't go from Travis to Colorado. You asked me what Travis did.
But he lost. He didn't help them win the game since he's such an individual.
He did what he could. He scored 2 touchdowns.
No,
he didn't score a touchdown on this side on defense.
We ain't never seen that before. Remember?
Travis, he played both sides of the ball, scored 2 touchdowns, and nobody scored on his side.
And they still lost.
And the rest of the team
with all that greatness,
Travis
they still lost. They lost 4 games. They lost 1/3 of the games they played with the greatest player in the history of college football. Let y'all tell it. They lost 1/3 of the games they played.
Told y'all, don't like greatness.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Ashton was not great.
I don't like overhyped greatness.
Ashton Jenkins was overhyped greatness.
No, so was Travis.
No, because we've never seen, and you admitted you never seen nobody do what Travis Hunter's done with your own eyeballs.
But you can't admit that it ain't never been done before, but it's been done before. That don't mean nothing, because I ain't saw it. So that means that it didn't happen, because you didn't see it.
You ain't see it either.
But it still happened. Have you saw everything that happened?
It ain't happened in a long time.
Okay, say that then. Say it ain't happened in a long time.
In a long time.
But don't like it never happened before.
I didn't say never. That was never my words. I never said ever happened.
You said, I ain't seen it.
I've never seen it happen.
So the only thing good is what you saw. If you didn't see it.
I said you've never saw it happen.
So I haven't saw every great thing that happened.
Anybody else your age and under has never seen that happen.
I talked to a guy the other day that had seen it.
In the college?
In college and the pro.
Who?
They have to leave me down the street. The man ain't something years old. He saw it.
Oh, okay.
He saw it.
He's older than you.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I say. His people have saw it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just because I ain't saw it, that don't discredit it.
But we ain't seen it in over 6 centuries.
We try to discredit stuff that we haven't saw. We try to discredit stuff that we haven't saw.
6 decades. That's what we do. 6 decades is a long time.
It doesn't matter what decade it was.
7 decades is a long time.
It's been done before.
That's called a generational player. Ashton Jenkins not a generational player.
Okay.
Travis Hunter is a generational player. That's how you define that.
Of this generation, but other generations he was not. Of this generation.
Yeah, your generation
but it's not the only generation.
I didn't say that. That he's a generational player.
So he's the only generational player that we have seen.
That has done what he's done, yes.
But it's people that have done other things.
I didn't say he's the only. It's plenty of that's why the term came up. There's plenty of generational players that have done other things. Yeah, but he's a generational player that we've never seen in college football.
We talk about everything that is done lately like it's better than things that have been done before.
Ain't nobody said it's better than it's done before.
Because
just saying
because everything that has been done before that we haven't seen, we discredit. Because we have come to the point to where 6 championships is more than 11 because we didn't see it.
To give a compliment in one area is to not discredit another.
I ain't discrediting nobody.
You're saying that we're discrediting because we're saying that Travis Hunter is a generational talent that discredits everybody else. That's a generational talent.
But you got to bring up other people in the conversation.
When I'm talking about Travis Hunter, I don't got to bring up nobody else.
You do it all the time.
I'm saying
I do.
Because
that's why I do.
So why don't bring up Travis Hunter and Ashton Jenkins? Because they were both up for Heisman this year, and there are several people that stated that Ashton Jenkins was robbed of his Heisman. And I'm here to tell you that he wasn't. He's not a generational player. He's very average, as he was last night against Kansas State. He got a lot of attention.
I ain't gonna say
just like you say Travis Hunter ain't average because he play all these plays.
You said he's average.
He's not average. He's better than average.
You said he was average. That's what I'm saying.
Last night he was average, 3.5 yards a carry.
For one game, but he played 14.
I understand that. But against great competition last night, in the big game when it counts, not game 2, he put up 3.5 yards a carry. That's all I gotta say.
And so he had one game where the other team was better than his, now he averaged.
Well, I mean, when the other team was equal to or better than.
But
that's not the case every week in the Mountain West. Boise State is
that's not the case
head and shoulders above everybody else.
That's not the case every week in the Big 12. Don't talk like the Big 12 like they some hell of a conference.
I'm not talking about the Big 12. I'm talking about Ashton Jenkins. Well, you talk about the Big 12.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Kansas State, Iowa State, all of them is below average teams also.
Iowa State's not below average. These are all bowl teams that you mentioned right here. Below average, you can't even get into a bowl. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the teams that Ashton Jeanty face did get bowl games.
But all you got to do is win 6-7 games to get in the bowl. That ain't outstanding.
Tell that to the rest of the Mountain West who only saw like UNLV and like maybe a couple other teams coming to a bowl game. Yeah, I know.
They were number 20. He put up on them.
I mentioned
you keep
him.
saying that
He didn't run for 200 yards. He didn't run for 200 yards against UNLV neither, did he?
He ran 190 something.
No, he didn't. You better go look at that game.
No, you better go look it up. You better go look it up.
Okay.
Look it up. How much you ran against UNLV?
I'll show you again.
Show me again.
I can't having to do this to you live. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't doing nothing to me live. Okay, you went right one time.
About to be twice.
You know you finna be wrong.
Okay. We're going to see again, y'all. This is why.
We're going to see again.
This is why.
And I'll keep telling y'all that these people ain't no better than their teammates. It don't matter if it's Ashton Jeanty or Travis Hunter. You ain't no better than your teammates.
Now we got to bring the teammates up.
Teammates, yeah,
talking about Ashton
That's what I
Jeanty
talk about all the time.
versus UNLV. Where he at? I don't believe it. Okay, you got me on that one.
Okay, we won 1-1. Yeah, I get you all the time. Don't act like that's the first time I got you.
You got me that time.
Don't act like that's the first time. Don't act like that's the first time I got you.
That's the first time.
Because I keep trying to tell all you young people, you're no better than your teammates, and you keep isolating individual players in team sports. Travis ain't no better than his teammates.
When you have a conversation about Ashton
Jeanty ain't no better than his teammates. Shador Sanders ain't no better than his teammates. Michael Jordan ain't no better than his teammates. All of you are no better than your teammates. I don't care who you are. Because your results.
His teammates wasn't up for Heisman. It was him. So that's where I'm going at. Period.
Okay.
But next up.
Yeah, next up.
Texas is beating these boys right now. 17-3.
That's exhausting.
Control. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you say that. Anyway. We off Travis Hunter now.
Yeah, we off for college because all these guys ain't no better than their teammates. That's why Travis Hunter was 9-4 because his teammates wasn't good enough to be 10-1 or 11-2.
He was a Heisman though because he was outstanding.
So was Ashton Jeanty. He was outstanding too. That's why he was even up. That's why he was even up. That's why he finished number 2. He was outstanding. How can number 1 be outstanding and number 2 be average?
Why were they talking about him breaking Barry Sanders' record when they wasn't including Barry Sanders' bowl game yards?
The same reason we talking about Saquon Barkley breaking the record, but what's his name did it in 16 games?
Yeah.
Saquon did it. O.J. Simpson
did it in 14 games.
That's why we do that.
Yeah.
Because we move the goalpost.
Moving the goalpost.
Move the goalpost.
That's crazy. Because Ashton Jeanty wouldn't have broken. Ashton Jeanty would have broken Barry Sanders' regular season record.
Yeah, not his bowl. Yeah.
But he had 200 additional yards in the bowl game. But they're going to include Ashton Jeanty's bowl game. I didn't understand that either. And I'm all about Ashton Jeanty.
It's a whole lot
but
of
we're
stuff.
from Dallas, Texas. So Ashton Jeanty, don't think I'm down on you right now.
I'm
just calling out the facts. We had people going crazy talking about Travis didn't deserve to win the Heisman. So I'm telling you why he did deserve to win.
Who was going crazy saying that?
I had 4,000 people on TikTok going crazy. 10 people in the room going crazy about that.
That's why they ain't got no Heisman vote.
I'm just saying.
That's why they ain't got no Heisman vote.
The people voted for Ashton Jeanty, but the real folks.
JJ, I told you myself. I said Travis deserved the Heisman. But don't act like Travis Jeanty is trash.
I never said Jeanty was trash.
And them 4,000 people talking about he got robbed, that's 4,000 dummies.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 4,000
And that's why I'm sticking up for Travis so hard right now, because of the people talking about
everybody.
Jeanty got robbed. Oh, you don't stick up for MJ. You don't stick up for Jordan.
I'm not going to break down one guy to build up another guy. That's what I'm not going to do.
I'm not breaking Ashton Jeanty down.
You said he was average. He's not average.
I said he had an average night last night.
We can only judge him by what seeing this thing. People trying to project him to the pros. We can only judge these guys by
who they playing against.
Yeah, what they do. We can't judge them by it because we don't know. Because some of the guys none of them. This is the whole thing. When you go, I was telling one of my nephews. He was telling me his grandson is good. He 10. Okay, and I explained this to him. Where your grandson live, they got 20 Pee-wee teams and 3 middle schools. So by the time he get 12, all them guys he playing against in Pee-wee is not gonna be. You got 3 middle schools with 80 boys apiece, but you got 1 high school with 80 teams. So don't tell me it's about as you go.
Absolutely.
And then we get closer. Yeah, you was great in Pee-wee. We're gonna see you on the next level. Yeah, we can't project what you gonna do.
Yeah, you was great in the Mountain West, but what you gonna do in that CFP?
Yeah, you was great in the Big 12. What you gonna do in the NFL? We gonna see. Because we have seen a lot of players pick number one in the draft and didn't do nothing. They was misread.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they did that in college. Because every level you go to, and then when you go from high school, man, you got almost many high schools in the state of Texas as you got colleges across the United States. So where are y'all gonna go play? The guys you running over and jumping over in high school, you ain't gonna see them same guys in the college.
Absolutely not.
Same guys you catching passes and covering in the college, you ain't gonna see them guys in the NFL.
Hey, he barely got 100 yards last night. Oh man, appreciate it, Trip. My fault. I didn't even realize the music was still up. Yeah, man.
I ain't trying to take up for what he did last night. All I'm saying is that he had a great year, and don't try to bring up competition and all that. He did what he did.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. Because if you're gonna bring up competition, did Travis catch for 2,000 or 3,000 yards in Jackson State? Hell no.
No.
Because it don't work like that, man. People need to just let everybody stand on their own merit.
Hey, happy New Year, Trip.
And let's move. Happy New Year. Let's move to the next subject.
Yeah, man.
On to the next one.
On to the next. So you got winning that Oregon and Ohio State game up?
I got Oregon.
You got Oregon in that?
Yeah, I don't trust the Big Ten the same way I don't trust the SEC.
I'm gonna take Ohio State in that one though.
No, over Oregon?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ohio State.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this: if all Oregon players playing, don't opt out, they're gonna beat Ohio State.
Yeah. Oh man, Happy New Year, Trip. Hey, say Trip, sipping on that syrup again.
hey, Trip. I don't know what you sipping on, but you need to sip on the same syrup because you living in a delusional world.
Yes, man. And then, So I mean, we see Texas handling this one right now. As we said a moment ago, that Notre Dame and Georgia game has been postponed. It will be back tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in, man. We will be having a watch party tomorrow for that Notre Dame and Georgia game. I'm pissed off, man, because I was ready for that thing tonight.
Yeah, man.
And we got idiots out here doing the damn thing, man, running into crowds and vehicles like they playing goddamn video games, just ignorant, man. But anyway, man, we gonna keep this train rolling. On to the NFL, National Football League. How about them Dallas Cowboys going out there and laying an egg in Philly like we thought they would?
What I tell you, Jay?
What's that?
I said it don't matter if Jalen Hurts play or not.
Yeah.
Because they got overall better personnel than the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I said.
The backup came in.
It don't even matter.
And that's why he picked it, man.
Because he got better wide receivers, better D-line, better O-line, better running back, better wide receiver.
Yeah.
So you can put a backup quarterback in where you got 22, 23 better players than I
Still out there throwing dimes too, man, which is crazy.
And then the backup quarterback, and then the third string quarterback came in and threw a touchdown. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
about. That's what I'm talking about. The third string, yeah. Came in there balling, man. Ben Smith said, who's doing bad in bowl games right now, SEC or ACC? How about both?
But how about this, though? ACC supposed to be trash.
Yeah.
SEC supposed to be this shiznit.
Yeah, ACC had an undefeated team that couldn't even get to the national championship game last year. SEC had a 2-loss team make it to the national championship game last year. So SEC gets a lot more publicity,
a lot more hype behind it.
Yeah, man.
They did this and that. They 8th place team could go to other conferences and win, but I can't tell.
Yeah, Ben, and we spoke to this earlier, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you was tuned in, and if not, man, hey, go on and hit that subscribe button. If y'all out there, if you're on TikTok, man, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, man. Go on and join us over here, hit that notification bell. But yeah, Ben, we talked about this a little earlier, so I'll run it back, man. But yeah, the SEC so far, Michigan beat Bama 19-13, Navy beat Oklahoma 21-20. USC beat Texas A&M 35-31, and Tennessee lost the worst game of the week, gave up the most points in the opening round of the CFP. So regardless who has more losses, the SEC has the worst looking losses, no doubt.
Because they done played, 7 bowl games?
Yeah.
And lost 5?
Man, Oklahoma lost to Navy. Like that right there is
and
just...
A&M lost to who?
USC, who was having a bad year, like a down year. They don't even know who the quarterback is out there.
USC won 6 games.
They don't even know who their quarterback. They finally got a quarterback, little number 14, the Hawaiian kid. That kid's very good.
So that's what I'm saying, man.
But
I've been saying this for years. the SEC is overrated. And people think Unc don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But when you burn it out, Unc been way more right than he been wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, way more
absolutely.
Right. Way more
and you
right.
know what? I be messing with you.
Oh,
you know,
I know it. I just be messing with you
I got to talk that mess. Got to talk my
ear.
ish.
This is that thing, man.
You know, I'm a lot like Unc. You know what I'm saying?
This all. I
love be going in. So
I love greatness, but I ain't gonna overhype it. I don't care who you are. I'm not gonna overhype your greatness.
What up,
I gotta
Ash?
see it.
What's going down? What up, No? What up, Sean? Sean Bryan, Shantae Bryan, what's going down?
Man,
man?
I'm gonna tell you this.
We
Trip,
chilling over here right now.
I'm gonna get
Appreciate you
JA to
tuning
send
in.
you the link to your phone so you can get you on the show.
Hey, y'all tap that screen for your boy, man. I put it back vertical if you want me to. We just can't.
Yeah. We just trying to see.
You can't see both of us. You know what I'm saying? So I be getting tired of moving this thing around. You know, like while we on, but.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this
for
TikTok. If you can't see me, I know you hear me.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Y'all know what I look like. He look fresh.
So we did,
fresh and so clean.
Stay fresh
He's
today,
fresh.
Don't stand up. Gonna give a little bit of pub to the play right here, huh?
Oh no, that's
the secrets. You know
the secrets to play. That's all. You know, I've got a lot of talents. It's just more than podcast.
Hey.
I actually do some stage acting. I'm in a play called Secrets, and we don't change the name of the play. We just change the secrets that we tell.
Yeah. So
you know,
it's a different show every time you go.
Even though it's the same name, it's a different show. And Unc has a double showing coming up on March the 29th, I think.
Yeah.
March the 20th. Anyway, I'll give y'all further details. We're gonna have a 1 o'clock showing and a 6 o'clock showing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna keep you posted for sure. Let me see. Eagles will be resting their starters. Yeah, man. Eagles will be resting their starters this weekend. We talking about last weekend, man. They rested some starters last week and still beat the brakes off the Cowboys. Like, goodness gracious, man. I know CD wasn't playing, but damn.
Hey, CD don't do it. CD would have made.
You know what I'm saying? When they made up that much, that boy got 40 to 7. Oh, what was the
41 to 7.
Yeah, man, it was bad, man.
CD might have made the score 41 to 10.
And then so the Cowboys released Zeke. I think they just wanted him out of the building. I don't know if anybody's gonna sign him for the playoff run. I think it'd be a good decision. I can see him going to Pittsburgh for the playoff run. What if Zeke end up in Baltimore for the playoff run? I don't see that happening. But what if he goes to Kansas City? I can see that happening because he catches the ball out the backfield.
Because all
Zeke was misused this year by these Cowboys.
On a good team, is come in on third down.
Yeah.
Because Zeke can block and he can catch pass. Still to this day.
Yeah.
He can catch pass out the backfield for 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah.
And he can pick up blitz and blocks. And that's going to make you occupy another man.
Yes, sir.
Because Zeke, but on a sorry team, Zeke can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing for you, man. But hey, I can see him going to. Zeke ain't done, bro. He did not get his opportunities this year. He had a lot of. When he did get opportunities, my boy still got some explosion, man.
Dallas also get a chance to. That's a little finger pointing too.
Yeah.
You know,
no doubt.
Zeke didn't do nothing, so we got rid of him.
No doubt.
Hey, get rid of Zach Martin. He didn't do shit.
He ain't do nothing.
He ain't do nothing.
But
to me, he ain't did
nothing
since Travis Frederick left.
Yeah.
And that's about 4 years now.
Yeah, you're right. But I can see Zeke going to Cincinnati and being effective up there with them boys too.
Yeah, he could.
You know,
some place like Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati, they don't want to see. They do not want to see Cincinnati in the playoffs.
And you know, speaking of Cincinnati, you know they're pushing Joe Burrow for the MVP.
As they should be. Because if
I
these
mean,
boys get to the playoffs, Joe Burrow's statistically, he's having the #1 season out of all quarterbacks right now. He is. Stat-wise, Joe Burrow is doing the thing right now. Balling.
But then when you put Lamar Rushing on top of that.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You going for Lamar right now. See, hey.
No. I'm just saying right now. This is the honest truth. I mean, but Lamar, Joe Burrow is having this is Lamar's best year.
Yeah.
And now he's not going to win the MVP in the year that he had. He already got 2 MVPs. He had a better year than that year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I can't argue with that.
And
I
think
Lamar's
winning got to have something to do with it too. How many Burrow done won 8 games, man? Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying to me.
Yeah. And we're going to go on and slide over to that. Ain't nothing to talk about with the Cowboys, man. They play the Commanders this weekend, going to get beat again. Like, what is there to talk about, really?
Yeah, what's
like straight up. Hey, Trip, you call it like I was calling it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Unc say, he got eyeballs too. He say flip-flop, flip-a-flipping. You know? He say you flip-flopping on Lamar now.
I ain't flip-flopping. No, I'm not. I ain't never said Lamar didn't have talent. I said Lamar got to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
I don't care about your MVP season, Lamar, because greatness is judged on winning at the highest level.
Would you say Lamar got more? He got the same amount of playoff games as he does MVP?
He got two playoff wins, Chip, and he got 2 MVPs.
Hey.
That's our problem with Lamar.
He might be 3-3 this year.
You ain't never heard me say that Lamar cannot play. You ain't never. My problem with Lamar is that you don't win at the highest level, and that's what greatness is judged on: winning at the highest level at the utmost critical time.
Yeah,
and Lamar don't do that. Yep. And to me, when you got 2 MVPs and 2 playoff wins. That's a horrible resume.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
It is.
You ain't never heard Unc say Lamar can't play.
It is. And Ben Smith asked, "What up, Ben? Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you subscribe, big dog." He said, "How will Bill Belichick do next year in North Carolina?"
I'm gonna say it's up in the air. I'm not sure.
You think so?
Because these young guys are so finicky, man.
Oh yeah,
they finicky, man. And I hate to go in on y'all, but they finicky, man.
I think Bill will do well. I think when you bring Bill Belichick in, you come in with guarantees, knowing that you gotta have some money behind you, because Bill ain't just coming into no bogus situation without support.
Oh yeah.
So they gotta have money behind Bill. I think his defense is gonna be outstanding. Offensively, I think it's gonna look a lot like the Patriots. I think he's gonna struggle offensively, but his defense is gonna be real.
Bill is great with the X's and O's, but Bill got to get the Billies and the Joes.
The Billies and the Joes, man. And that matters in college. That matters in college, for sure.
That matters in pros.
Yeah, no doubt.
Billies and the Joes.
No doubt, man. No doubt. But yeah, I expect him to do well, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect him to be trash because he can coach.
Yeah. We're talking about Belichick, man. Yeah. That dude is real deal Holyfield. So let's get this recap from week 17. Yeah, man. So I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch that Bengals and Broncos game this weekend. That was a great game, back and forth. Joe Burrow is keeping them boys alive. They had that overtime. We watched that game here for a little bit. Yeah. They had that overtime victory over Denver, man. Just before the Colorado game got kicked, or at the beginning of the Colorado game. We had to finish watching that game, man. It was very good.
It was down to the wire, man.
Yeah, man. And then Cincinnati just took it on to the house, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Joe does if he can get it to the playoffs. We'll talk about that here in a second. The Chargers beat the brakes off the Patriots this weekend, 40-7. That's a 10-win season for Jim Harbaugh, right? His first year in the NFL. He is one of those coaches that can go from college to NFL. His first year back.
So he coached in the league before.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so he know what he's doing.
Absolutely. And he was winning when he left out, you know? But I think he is... it's going to be interesting to see what happens in San Diego. What if he goes to San Diego? That's another team. LA Chargers.
I think he got caught up a little bit in that Colin Kaepernick stuff, too. There was a lot of flack going on around. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
I was laughing.
There was a lot of negativity. What did Ryan say?
Yeah. Ryan said, the players in the 30s thought the players in the 50s were soft.
And they're absolutely right, Ryan. Because Ryan, go do your research about men. The male hormone is reducing every generation.
Yeah,
so
man.
The players in the 30s was absolutely right about the players in the 50s.
Like,
and the players this is scientific evidence, Ryan. I didn't make this up.
Hey, boys in the 30s was playing with no nutrition, no food. Dog.
They weren't playing with no face mask.
Bread and beans.
They weren't playing with no face mask.
Bread, beans, and rice.
Yeah.
Calling them boys soft for putting on face masks. They boys putting on hard shells and face masks.
They did. When they first got saved, they was like,
I believe it.
Y'all, but we'll knock the teeth out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And all the players back then had, say, man, all the players back then looked like dope fiends. They had no teeth. If you see them now, you think they was on that meth had no teeth back in the day. They say, hey, man, he ain't got no teeth, now play football. Oh, I thought if you see him today, you thought it was dope.
But I thought you was on that pipe, boy. You better relax.
On that stuff, man.
Slim dude with no teeth, boy. That's real pipish.
Ryan, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The players of the 30s thought they was so young.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's funny, though. Great observation right there, nephew.
Actually, they were kind of right.
Yeah.
Actually, they were kind of right.
For sure. So, and then also another great game this past weekend was between two rookie quarterbacks going in and not backing down, like straight up. Yeah, two quarterbacks not backing down, man. We talking about that Washington Commanders versus the Atlanta Falcons game, man. where Jaden Daniels, man, just proved to be a little bit more special than Michael Penix. But hey, Michael Penix they came in here quick, turned things around. Jaden Daniels is too. There's two rookies, man, going in.
Jaden Daniels be second year for some reason.
Nah, that boy a rookie, man. That's why you're up for Rookie of the Year right now, too.
Who else gonna get it?
I mean, they talking about Bo Nix, but can't nobody get it over Jaden Daniels, man. That boy there is
he did some stuff with the Commanders that nobody even saw coming.
Man, Commanders
been
been
come winning no
garbage pail kids for a minute, man. Jaden Daniels can ball. And the kid, I mean, right when you need him, he makes a play. He was very smart and sensible with that football. He plays sound football from the neck up. He's a neck up guy like we like him, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. And I don't want people to get hung like greatness, man, but I'm just saying, don't overhype it. I mean, I'm just saying, man, I'm just seeing some phenomenal stuff. So
Oh, yeah. And
then
I just gotta highlight it when it's something else phenomenal happens.
Absolutely. And I do, but sometimes we do diminish what happened in the past to uplift what's happening now.
Yeah,
That's
for sure. And then,
you're absolutely right, Ryan.
And how about them Minnesota Vikings, man? Did anybody see this coming with Minnesota?
Hey, man.
Boys, it's 14-2 right now.
I didn't even know Minnesota was 14. I mean, last week when I looked down, I said Minnesota 30.
Yes, sir.
We pick them every week.
Yeah.
But everybody been talking about Detroit and Philly in the NFC.
Yep. And Minnesota really snuck right up in there.
Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Even me.
Yeah, man.
I pick them every week to win.
Yeah.
But then when I looked down, I said Minnesota 13-2.
And how does Sam Darnold not have any MVP votes? We talking about Minnesota Vikings. This team has not been world beaters. You know, they usually come with some solid defense and a pretty good record at the end of the season.
10,
but 14 wins?
Man, 10 wins been great for Minnesota.
I think this is Minnesota's first ever 14-win season.
Probably so. Because, you know, when they played 16, they wasn't no 14-2. And even when they played 14, they wasn't no 14-0.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this is first. It look like they finna win 15, not 14.
Hey, these boys crazy. Sam Darnold speed or Michael Penix speed? Whose speed you talking about? Because both of them, Sam Darnold got a little athleticism. You know, he been sitting on the back burner for a little bit too.
This is the thing.
But Michael Penix run a 4.5, and nobody talks about his speed.
Sam Darnold got the best teammates he ever had, man. And every week, and when you go back and look over history, man, all the stuff I'll say he prove out.
Yeah.
This team about your team. I mean, you can be great, but if you got sorry teammates, you're going to be a frustrated
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Now, if you got good teammates, you're going to be a great, satisfied player because you go on the championship and you win it.
Yeah. And the organization, right? This ain't the Jets. This ain't Carolina Panthers. He was in a good organization in San Francisco for a year, but he was never the guy there. He's the guy in Minnesota. Man, did you see how the team in the locker room, when he came in, they had that man on his shoulders like it's at the end of a movie.
And when your players around you love you, man, not only respect you, but they love you also.
They love you, man.
That's a whole nother level, man.
Absolutely. What up, Nick? What up, Pamela? How y'all doing, man? Appreciate y'all tuning in.
And the score is still 17-3.
Yeah, still 17-3 UT right now. Hey, if y'all haven't already gone, hit that subscribe button for your boy, man. I don't know what's up with YouTube, man. We was up to 25-83 last week. Woke up on Sunday, we was back down to 75. You know, I don't know, but we've been talking about how they've been taking our subscribers away or something's been happening. Subscribers just been disappearing. And even since we were at 83, we had like 5 to 10 new subscribers come along, and we still somehow lingering around 73, 74, 75. I don't understand the YouTube. That's why I'm calling it out. My boy Trip to Go say we shadow banned. I know we have a strike on us right now, but I don't think that's supposed to eliminate subscribers. While we eliminated, we was at 25-83 at the end of the show on Saturday, and I wake up Sunday and we back at 25-74. I don't understand how that takes place, but you know, I just call it out because I can't. What it is, you know what I'm saying?
And this thing, about
FSU,
about Noonish, we ain't no quitters. We're gonna build this thing the right way, and no matter how many you take away from them. We still going where we going.
Hey, we take a licking and keep on ticking, dog. Better believe that. We're going to keep going hard, baby. That's it. We're going to keep going harder. No pause. Yes, sir. So this week, what's your good, your bad, and your ugly?
Man, the good is the Minnesota Vikings, man.
Yeah.
I looked down, I said, these boys. First, last week, 3-2.
Yeah.
Even though we pick them almost every week to win.
Yeah.
Because all the hype been around Detroit and Philly.
Yeah.
But you look up, Minnesota got the best record.
Right there.
And that's how sometimes we get fooled by all the talking.
Oh, yeah. They got a banger coming up this week.
I got fooled this time.
The Lions,
because I didn't even really realize that Minnesota was doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
And, and then the bad.
Got to. It's been bad all year.
The bad is that they won a couple of games. Then I heard, Cooper Kupp is going to be the determining factor. And I was like, no, it's about his teammates. He still got the same teammates that guy.
Yeah.
And that's just the bad. The Cowboys are just the bad. Because they played horrible against a good team, and the week before they beat, like I said, an average or below team, and people get hyped up.
Yeah.
And that's my bad.
And what's your ugly then, huh?
Ugly Mike McCarthy.
Okay. Goodness gracious, huh? We want to keep him around, but what's going down with Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy said through the week, I want the team to cut loose, really break it open this week.
For the Eagles?
Against Eagles.
Oh,
you didn't hear
Lord.
that last week when he said that?
He shouldn't have said that.
I need him to, I think we're going to break loose. I need to break loose, cut loose. Huh?
7 points.
You didn't see them practice?
On the backups.
You didn't see them practice. You have to every day and you think they finna cut loose.
Man, that's bad news.
That's ugly to me, Mike. And that's why I say, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to say this about Mike McCarthy, just like I said about Vanderich and all them boys last year. Mike, I want you to coach a long time.
Yeah.
Just do it somewhere. I want you to have a long, successful career. But go do it in Atlanta. So,
Yeah.
because you ain't doing, man, when you watch your team practice every day and you say, I think they're going to cut loose and then they go left goose egg.
That's on you, baby.
Not on me.
That ain't on me, baby. No,
that's on you, baby.
Dog.
This ain't Breezy. That ain't on me. That's on you, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, man.
Because Breezy keep it on. That's on me, man. He keep it.
Yeah.
No, he got a song about I keep it on.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike don't keep it on.
Nah,
You done
man.
lost a disconnect somewhere where you watch your team practice and you think they're gonna cut loose. That's a disconnect, and that's ugly to me.
These boys got you fooled.
Yeah, they got you fooled.
Yeah, man. So my good for the week gotta be, again, Sam Darnold, what he's doing. Actually, I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna say my good for the week is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Joe Cool.
The way Joe Burrow brought these boys back, don't nobody want to see them Bengals come playoff time, and they got a big game this weekend to see if they get in the playoffs or not, man. Miami, it's between them, the Dolphins, and there's one other team I can't think right now, in Denver, right, for that final wild card spot, man. So Joe Burrow, shout out to you for having a hell of a season.
Whoever win that game is gonna get the playoffs, right?
Those are the three teams, but
They play each other,
gotta
right?
happen. No.
Oh, none of them play each other?
No. I think Cincinnati plays Baltimore or something like that. But we'll get or they play the Steelers or something like that. But it's last week. Steelers and Baltimore already in the playoffs. There's a good chance Cincinnati gonna win that game.
They're gonna rest.
But they don't want to see them boys in the playoffs. So that's my good, my bad for the week. Gotta be with them Cowboys, man. Gotta be with them Cowboys. Just looking the way they've been looking. Ain't no good, no bueno. Just sad to see. And my ugly for the week. Oh man. My ugly for the week, man. My ugly for the week. Stick with them Cowboys, man. It was just bad. It's bad deal. Bad juju across the board, man. Bad juju across the board. We're gonna go to ring the bell and then we'll come back for our NFL picks after that. You good with that up?
Yeah.
This week we got ring the bell on a special gentleman by the name of Paul Krause. I said it right, Paul Krause?
Paul Krause. Man, Paul Krause is the all-time NFL leader in interceptions. He has 81 interceptions. And when I go back, let me say this. Paul Krause got drafted in 1967. He played from 67 64, no, let me change that. He got drafted in 1964 by the Washington Redskins. And he played there from 64 to 67. Then he went to the Minnesota Vikings from 67 to 79. He played 16 years. And when Paul Krause got drafted by the Redskins, he led the league in interceptions with 12 interceptions his rookie year. And this is what I talked to J.A. about. Now, when I go read about Paul Krause, they say Paul Krause is never mentioned as one of the greatest defensive backs in the history of the NFL. And they say that because they said, well, during Paul Krause years, the defensive backs were more physical and the quarterbacks was more gunslinger type. They would take more chances. And then this is what I think when they say that, is that now you're trying to discredit what he did because of the rules and because of people he played against. But this is the thing. If it was that easy, why Paul Krause the only one that got 81 interceptions? If it was that easy back then, and then Paul Krause got the lead by quite a bit, and then the second place guy, it's a gap between him and the third place guy. So that means that if it was that easy, or the quarterbacks couldn't throw, or the DBs were more physical, but Paul Krause wasn't known as a physical player. And I'm just gonna go on and tell some of Paul Krause's stats. He was an 8-time Pro Bowler. He was a 4-time All-Pro, Hall of Fame. He went to the Super Bowl 4 times with Minnesota Vikings and lost all 4. But that's one of the reasons that Minnesota went, was because of Paul Krause. But Paul Krause, to me personally, was that guy because he played 16 years. He has 81 interceptions. He's by far the leader of all-time interceptions in the NFL. And like I said, as a rookie, he led the league with 12 interceptions in 1964. And like I said, when you read about Paul Krause, how they diminish what he did, they bring up the physicality of the defensive backs, and the quarterbacks were gunslingers in those days. Mm. And the defensive backs had more physical contact with the receivers. Yeah. But like I said earlier, Paul Krause wasn't even known as one of those guys that had all that physicality. He was just known as a guy that if you throw the ball deep over the middle, you was taking a big chance because Paul Krause might come away with it. And he got 81 interceptions, and that's what I say. This is one of my biggest gripes, is that they try to bring up reasons to diminish what Paul Krause did, but they say the defensive backs were more physical back then and the quarterbacks were gunslingers. But why Paul Krause only one got 80 interceptions? Yeah. If it was because of that, seemed like it was because he was good. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you say about these guys, who they played against, but if you good, that stuff don't happen unless you be good, because if it was easy, you wouldn't be the only one that did it. Facts. So all of this about, they were more physical then, and this is the thing. Even though they bring this up on Paul Krause, this is a whole nother subject. They say that the DBs were more physical then, that's why they got more interceptions. But also during those times, the receivers averaged more yards per catch than they do now. Yeah. So so that sounds like an oxymoron, though. It sounded like them DBs was on the island. It sounded like they didn't have all them zone coverage. That's all it was, man. So quit trying to diminish by bringing up they were more physical, because the rules change in every sport every so often. And Paul Krause played before Bullet Bob Hayes, right? He came the same year, 1964. Okay, but when he came in, they didn't have zone coverage. Because that wasn't until after Bob Hayes they came. I think zone coverage came by 66. So he was manning up. He was got 81 pickoffs. Yeah, 81 pickoffs. Yeah. And so it's how you slice it. He did what he did, and we can't diminish it by saying, the rules were different then, and the rules are different now. and all that. The athletes are better, but this is the whole thing. Like I say, if the athletes are better, just get somebody average 22 yards per catch like Homer Jones did.
Yeah.
Get somebody average 20 yards a catch like Bob Hayes did. Get somebody average 19 yards a catch like Paul Warfield did.
Yeah.
So if they were so physical and they could do all this stuff, how did these guys average so much per catch?
Yeah.
Now they don't have nearly as many catches as these guys have now.
But
they got so more yards. Hey, but when they did catch one, it moved the needle, man.
Yep.
Because if you catching a ball every 20, 19, 20, 22 yards every time you catch one, you moving the ball down the field, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got to quit diminishing what happened in the past to make what's happening in the present look better.
For sure. And that is, as y'all know, that
All
is
Krause is that dude, man. Go look him up.
Ring the bell with Unc, man. Y'all go check out Paul Krause, man. Get
81 career interception.
Get some of that good knowledge, man. But yeah, man, we back on this thing, and we got to go through these. Let's crank that fire up, Unc.
Crank that fire.
Yeah, man.
Hey, it's hot in here.
It's hot in here, baby. Got the NFL picks coming at you right now. Fast and furiously, real quick. Before we get to it, hey, Sean Sylvia, what's going down? What up, Viking? Sean Sylvia say Ohio State or Oregon, man. Hey, I picked Ohio State.
I picked Oregon. I got Oregon.
I say Ohio State, though.
I don't trust the Big Ten.
Yeah.
They're like the SEC, they're overrated, man.
Yeah, they are, but I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna see. Oregon been running through people, but for right now, we got these NFL games on deck. You ready for this?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell the people.
Crank it up.
No, I'm gonna tell them this. Say, man, you know, when you talk about Bet US,
yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest. This is the last week of the season.
Yeah, man.
Some of these teams clinch playoff berth.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful where you put your money.
Gotta be careful, man.
I mean, I'm just, we honest on this show.
Yeah.
So just cause all the high profile teams, they might be resting a lot of players. So.
And it's going what they call it in the NBA when the players be sitting.
Load management.
Yeah, it's some load management going on in the NFL this week, man. So be aware of the load management.
I can understand load management the last week better than I can all season in the NBA.
It's one game that we're gonna talk about. I know for a fact won't be no load management going on, but we're gonna get to that one. But starting out on, here we go. Rapid fire. Browns and Ravens. Who you got, huh?
I'm gonna take the Browns.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. I mean, it's hard to lose to the Browns.
Yeah, but you probably gonna risk Lamar and Derrick Henry. I mean, that's all I'm going on. I mean, do I think they're gonna? No, I'm just saying. I think the Ravens gonna be resting a lot of people.
Yeah, I do too. I still take the Browns are bad. Browns are bad at this point. Real bad.
Yeah,
they really got a quarterback.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, man. And then this is a game I don't believe too many people will be resting, even though the Steelers are in the playoffs. We got the Bengals versus the Steelers. Bengals are fighting for their lives right now. In Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna take in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals as well to make the playoffs.
Yeah, cause they trying to make the playoffs. Pittsburgh already in.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh, they may not rest players from the start, but this is the whole thing. If it's what's that? The AFC North.
Yeah.
Boy, the AFC North is physical.
Very physical.
Boy, if I see my quarterback getting banged and my running back getting banged, man, y'all come on.
Yeah,
come on
man. Let me go and get some rest on these boys real quick. Yes, sir.
We got to do this next week.
We are already in there. Only reason I would play is to keep Cincinnati out because boys don't want to see Cincinnati.
I'm going to take Cincinnati for that reason also.
Yeah, Cincinnati is very healthy too. I'm taking Cincinnati as well, man. And then we got the Panthers and the Falcons. Who you got in that one, no?
I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm gonna take the Falcons as well. Panthers are trash. We all know that.
The Falcons bad.
And the Falcons is one of those teams that's on the borderline playing for that playoff spot right there, trying to get that last wild card. So they need to win.
That's by the division. Division be eliminated.
Yeah, they might be up for the goddamn division title.
Yeah, along
with the Buccaneers. And then we got the Commanders versus the Cowboys. Who you got in that one up?
I got Commanders.
I got Commanders as well.
Yeah, because you can beat the Cowboy with backup players.
Backup players.
We can third string.
Yeah. And we got the Bears and the Packers. Who you got up?
The Bears and the Packers. I think the Packers already in, ain't
they? Yes. 11 wins.
I'm still gonna take the Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as well.
Yeah, because the Bears is.
Well, I don't know. With the Bears have lost a lot of close games.
Yeah.
We're talking Hail Marys.
Yeah, and then
we're talking they've lost games in every way possible just about in the NFL this year. So
I'm kind of hesitant, but
yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears in this one. Just because week 18.
Yeah, just like you say.
I don't know who
resting players.
Yeah,
and all that.
I don't know if Jordan Love gonna be starting.
I totally understand.
Yeah, and that's why I'm taking the Bears in that one. Then we got the Texans and Titans. We got the battle of the Houston squads. The old Oilers versus the new Oilers.
I'm gonna take the Texans.
You got Texans in that one. I got the Texans as well in that one.
Oh, that Texas still fighting for a playoff.
They 9-7 right now.
Yeah, ain't they fighting for a playoff?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, and then plus they better team than Tennessee, and they've got something to play for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Texans.
I take Texans in that one. Then we got the Jags and the Colts. Battle of the bottom feeders right here.
The Jags and the Colts. I'm gonna take the Colts.
I'm gonna take the Colts too. The Jags are just,
The Jags just been
bottom feeder of the bottom feeder.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we got the Bills and the Patriots going. Who you got on?
I mean, the Bills can beat the Patriots with backup players.
Yeah.
I mean, that one out there. I mean, it don't matter about resting player. But you got to play some of your starters, so I'm going to take
They
Buffalo.
just played, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
They just played.
Yeah.
Like,
so
literally.
I'm going to take Buffalo.
I'm going to take the Patriots in that one. I'm going to take the Patriots in that one. Just
I think Buffalo can beat them with a backup quarterback and backup running
They
back.
barely beat them with Josh Allen.
Is that what they said?
I mean, they barely beat a couple weeks ago. Josh Allen had to come back on the Patriots to win that.
But the Patriots just been down. I mean, that's a division game.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna take the Pats in that one.
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
Got Buffalo on that one. Then we got the Giants and the Eagles.
The Eagles beat the Giants with backup players like that one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles in that one as well.
I'm gonna say that.
Then we got the Buccaneers and the Saints.
Oh, the Buccaneers. Man, the Saints ain't won but one game since. I told you when they beat Dallas they were gonna do squat.
Yeah.
How many games they won since then? About 2?
Man, they got 5 wins on the season, so they won 4 games for the rest of the year. They won 4 games the rest of the year.
Was that their first win against Dallas?
I believe so.
Yeah. So
Brutal. Then we got the Chiefs and the Broncos. Chiefs got solid backup quarterbacks though.
Denver?
Yep, versus Denver, and Denver is on the brink as well. They need a win.
I'm gonna pick Denver.
You gonna pick Denver?
Yeah, because I think Kansas City gonna rest 4 or 5 players.
They need to rest more than that. But
I mean, at least you're gonna rest Kelsey, Mahomes, the linebacker, Chris
Pacheco
Johnson,
more than likely.
Yeah, Chris Johnson, Pacheco. Well, you're gonna rest all of them.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm picking Denver.
I picked Denver to win that one.
And they scrapping. Denver scrapping for that.
Oh, they real scrappy too. They a scrappy squad, man. They're trying to keep Cincinnati or Miami out of there.
Yeah.
Then we got the Chargers and the Raiders. Who you got now? I got the Chargers too. What's up with the Raiders though? They got 2 wins in a row when they should be losing for the first pick. That's some Raiders type stuff right there.
That's the whole thing.
That don't make sense.
As an athlete, it's hard to tell me to lose the damn game, man. I'm gonna tell you to go to hell, man.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm gonna play hard as I can every week. I don't care if I'm 1-16. 1-15. On week 17, I'm playing my butt off, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because I hate to lose.
Yeah, no doubt.
That might be a bad way to feel, but it's hard to tell players. Now you general managers and coaches can talk about that, but you can't go tell your players lose this one.
Yeah, no doubt. And last I saw, Trip, New England Patriots had the number 1 pick, but that was before they went out and won this weekend. So I don't know who has number 1 at this point in time.
And I'm gonna say this: I think it's a weak draft.
You think so? I think some solid quarterbacks to get out there.
Yeah, but we don't have some solid. But I'm gonna say this:
I think Cam Ward is very, very freaking good, and people are sleeping on that young man.
Yeah. I don't know, but like I say, that's just my opinion. I'm saying this is not. You may have 1 or 2 players in there, but this is not like you got a lot of
talent
in this draft. That game changers. I'm gonna say this to me in this draft. Like when you had Joe Burrow and them, man, you had 2 or 3 other guys. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you got about 2 or 3 guys you can say.
Yeah, man. We'll see. I think it's a talent.
If I get them at
solid draft.
If I get, I love Asajita, but if I get Asajita by pick number 21 or something, that's about where he gonna go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because running backs is devalued. And then I'm saying like this, everybody high on Travis, but I'm saying, man, Travis gonna go by number 8 or 9.
Travis gonna go high, huh?
I don't think he's gonna go in the top 5.
You don't think so? We gonna see.
I might be wrong.
I don't be hating on Travis, don't it, y'all?
No, I don't be hating on him. I'm just saying, man. But this is the thing you gotta realize. At wide receiver and defensive back, it's just hard to dominate a game from them positions.
Yeah, you're right.
You can dominate a game from outside.
You depend on somebody else.
Yeah,
getting the ball.
Yeah, you can defend. You can have a great impact on on the game as outside linebacker, DN, running back, quarterback. Besides those positions, I mean, man, what's his name? That played for the Rams, tackle.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. You don't get many Aaron Donald dominate from the inside.
Yeah, no doubt.
You don't get many people dominate the game from the wide receiver.
Yeah.
You just don't, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going by history.
Yeah.
I'm not saying these guys aren't good. I'm just saying that
impact players.
Yeah,
like,
I
truly
mean,
impact
because
schematics and things
this
like
is
that.
the thing. Even if Travis played defense and offense, he only gonna touch the ball about 12 times.
Yeah,
I mean, if he get an interception
he's
and
still
then have
limited.
11 receptions, that ain't but 11 or 12. I mean, it's hard. You know, now a running back like Emmitt Smith or all that
Ashton
stuff, man.
Jeanty.
Yeah, I mean, even in college.
They get 30 touches.
Yeah, that's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to project Ashton Jeanty to be no Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in college, he can help a lot of 3 and outs. You know, he can help keep your defense on the sidelines, study film, get rest, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But just certain positions, that's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
I ain't
no
trying
doubt.
to trash nobody, man.
No doubt.
And I'm gonna say for Unc, it's hard for Unc to say, oh, this guy going to go. It's very few players that you'll see Unc pick and say, oh, he gonna do this on the next level.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of them.
They don't do it. They can't do it.
Make you frown up, man.
Yeah.
You know, make you say, what?
And we'll keep rolling. So we got the Seahawks and the Rams. Uncle, you got now.
Oh, I got the Rams.
Ooh, that's gonna be a great one. Seahawks fighting for their life too right now.
What's the Rams record?
10-6. Rams, Seahawks 9-7.
And they both fight for
And
their
they
life.
playing in LA. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they both got to win to get in the playoffs.
They both got to do what they got to do,
Yeah,
man.
so I'm going to take the Rams. I think the Rams got better personality.
Yeah, I think the Rams right now.
Overall,
And they're playing at home. I feel better about the Rams and their momentum and what they're doing. They ain't too far removed from the Super Bowl. Then we got another, the Dolphins and the Jets. I'm taking the Dolphins because
I'm
actually
taking the Dolphins.
looking to win. But hey, Jets might be spoilers this week. They playing Aaron Rodgers, so we'll see what's up.
Okay.
And then we got the 49ers and the Cardinals. Who you got in that one, huh?
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Man, yeah.
Because the 49ers, I ain't that one I'm playing good, but I think the Cardinals trying to prove at least that, man, we can play a little bit.
I'm going to take the 49ers because Brock Purdy playing for a contract. That boy trying to get some bread. So I'm going to take the Niners in that
I'm
one.
tell you
man.
like this. Brock Purdy money's already been sealed. He ain't did squat this.
Yeah.
You have one good game,
Yeah.
all them games. I mean, I ain't trying to see it. People think when I tell the truth about these guys.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Brock Purdy, but this is, I keep telling people, Brock Purdy is only one player. He can't put no team on his shoulders like they were saying 3 years ago. Because if he could, he'd put these sorry jokers on his shoulders.
What up, West to East? What up, big guy? 16 US. What's going down, man? And then last but not least, this is a game where nobody will be resting because it's for the division. Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. I will be tapped into that one for sure.
How many victories did the Lions got?
14-2, both teams.
Oh, they both. I thought the Lions had. I don't know what would make me think the Lions were 13-3.
No, so they both 14-2 for that title. Who you got in that one? In Detroit, Minnesota versus the Lions.
I'm gonna take Minnesota.
I'm gonna take Minnesota too.
Man, Minnesota.
Them boys healthy right now.
Hey, man, I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you this. That guy on the other side, I can't think his name now, on the other side from Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
He catches.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Atwell or something.
Yeah.
Addison.
Addison.
Addison,
Hey,
yeah, that boy cold too, man.
That dude be catching.
Yeah, that boy cold
so
too.
I'm gonna take
man.
Minnesota, man.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota with you on that,
Now, if it had been
straight up.
last year or early in the year, I would have took Detroit.
Can that guy say, damn? Why you say that, bro? Yeah, what we damning about? What up, Bilbo Walker? Hey, what up, James Lowe? Yes, sir, man.
Well, you want to say, oh, I think I'm the one saying, damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can say,
man.
damn. Yeah, this is our show. Then my boy Ben say also Shador Sanders having a pair of New York Giants cleats. I think that's marketing, man. His father is the greatest marketer in the world, and he's gonna do all he can to sell himself to New York.
Oh, absolutely.
To be that number one pick, or I mean, I don't even know about that anymore, man.
I'm gonna tell you this.
The Giants ain't gonna have number one pick.
To me, the two greatest marketing experts of all time is Muhammad Ali and Deion Sanders.
Yeah, they got to figure it out.
Cause you know who said they was the greatest first?
Muhammad Ali.
You know what I'm saying? Even Deion Sanders, who said he was the greatest first?
Who?
He did.
Oh, absolutely.
Who said Muhammad Ali was the greatest first? He did. I didn't.
I got to put Ricky Henderson in that conversation too.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, see, Ricky Henderson to tell you like this. You know, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson.
Now, I'm talking as Ricky Henderson. You tell you, Ricky Henderson is the greatest first player. You know, Ricky Henderson stole all them babies.
Yes,
Hey, yeah, Ricky Henderson too.
Baby.
But I'm just saying, those two to me are the greatest, and I'm not taking nothing. And I love both of them, but that don't mean that I want them the greatest because they said it first. And people get and if you go back and this weekend, I think I sent you Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. They showed all three of their fights on ESPN too. Yeah. And after the first fight, even Muhammad Ali lost. They booed him.
Wow.
Because he had been off. Muhammad Ali had been off 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Because they told him, he went and took
some Earl Spence stuff.
No. He went and took the test to go in the Army.
Oh, yeah.
And then he scored such low, they said you can't go in the Army.
But then they
reclassified him. He said, I thought y'all said I couldn't go. So now y'all gonna change my score. I'm not going. So they made him miss 2.5. That was his first fight. Was a championship fight after 2.5 years.
Wow.
And if you go look at the fight, I could have swore he won.
Yeah.
Now, he did get knocked down in the 15th round.
They weren't gonna give it to him.
And then they booed him. This is how stuff changed. Muhammad Ali turned from the most hated athlete to the most loved.
Oh yeah.
That's how people can change on you.
Oh yeah. I mean,
because at the time they hated Muhammad Ali. And then now, you're the greatest. Now, just cause that don't mean he's the greatest.
MLK wasn't well received in too many places back in the Gap. But now he's a modern day hero. You know what I'm saying?
If you go really listen to MLK,
yeah.
I don't want to throw this a caveat in there, but I want MLK, last couple of speeches was not like I Have a Dream.
Yeah, there's a little bit more.
There was a little bit more of that. Let's bring all our money back.
Revolutionary.
Let's bring our money back to our community.
Yeah.
And let's put it in our banks and let's eat at our restaurants. When he made that speech, 48 hours later, he was dead.
Conversation cut short.
Yeah. When he turned from a social revolution to an economic, he was dead.
Man.
That's a whole other story. But
too much reach, too much power.
Too much power.
Just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
They say about Marvin Gaye getting hold of Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Not Bob Marley. Getting hold of Stevie Wonder, and next thing you know, Bob Marley was gone. But anyway, we're not gonna get on those topics here.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, that's real deal, man. And they saying they wearing the black jerseys. Ron said them jerseys suck. Had they hated Ali back. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy, man.
He turned from the most hated to the most beloved.
Absolutely, that's what happens in death, man. That's what happens in death. Unfortunately, can't give them flowers while they alive, but we can praise them when they can't hear none of it and receive none of the praise, which is insane to me. King was finna have homeless people go to the White House and wasn't leaving until they got a piece of something that wow, yeah, bro. All facts, bro.
Oh yeah, and then
all facts.
And then Martin Luther King was starting a drive of black people going to the White House all to get jobs and all that.
That's
what he talking about right there. Yeah. I know about all that. And then 48 hours after he just said all that, he was dead. So that's a whole nother story. We ain't get into that right now. I mean, even though that's not politics or religion, but you're absolutely right.
To open up the passing game, defenders. Hold on, let me see. Defenders are permitted to make contact with receivers only at a point of 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. This applies only to the time before the ball is thrown, at which point any contact is pass interference. Previously contacted was allowed anywhere on the field. That means before 1977, they was just fighting up and down the field.
It doesn't. Hey, you're absolutely right, Trip. But this is the whole thing.
Them was the rules, dog.
There was a rule. But this is the thing. Even though they was fighting up and down the field, Trip, go look at their average per catch. They was still catching the ball, Trip. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See, and that's what I was talking about a while ago. The things that we don't see, we try to diminish them, even though we didn't see them. We heard about them more than we saw. Because I'm pretty sure that Chip heard about that more than he saw that.
Hey, look like Chip researched that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he said we gonna smoke about that not on her. Hey, yeah, we can smoke about it. I remember that hit right there, Ryan. You know what's good.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke about it. That's one of them hits from Ryan right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
But, Texas, they ain't looking, it's still 17-3.
Yeah, 17-3.
They ain't pulling off, but they ain't looking like world beaters either right now, man. And that's how it's going down on that game. But I don't know.
But this is the whole thing. Texas defense is solid.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
that's
they're
one
more
thing.
solid than the offense to me.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the defense. Their defense is gonna be straight.
So I don't think they're gonna get off that 3 too much. They might get 6 or 10.
Yeah,
but they ain't gonna score no lot for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Hey, Trip said I most definitely looked into.
Most definitely looking at what?
Into them pass interference calls back in the day.
Pass interference. But this is the thing that we didn't have back in the day, Trip. We didn't have picks.
Didn't have pass interference.
No, you didn't have picks. Where you can run and get in front of a linebacker or a safety, and then your other guy run free. Man. Because this is the thing. If you ran in front of a linebacker, he was going to clean your clock.
I was about to say that even when I was still playing, that was...
Yeah, well, you were going to clean...
If a route cross your face and you're a linebacker, take him off.
And this is the thing, Trip, that I'm saying. With all this freedom, you can't bump them out to 5 yards. You can run picks and all that. These guys still ain't average but 10 and 12 and 13 yards per reception.
Yeah. Hey, our research team for sure.
Yeah,
our research team crazy, man. Our community over here on their stuff, man.
Oh yeah, so
they don't let us slide. They don't let nothing slide. That's how you know we come with the facts,
go research
real stuff, man. I love this Noonish community, man.
So go research the yards per catch for those guys back in the day. Yeah. Even though they couldn't do it, even though they did all that, they still was averaging.
Hey, what up, Jason? What up, Kish Logs? Yeah, man. But hey, we're gonna move it on. We're gonna switch it on up, move on to this NBA.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you saw. I ain't gonna talk too much about the NBA. But did you see that the Joker and Russ Westbrook had a triple-double in the same game? Have you seen that before?
Yes, I have.
2 players in the same game?
Yes, I have.
Who else did it? In the same game?
Oscar Robertson and Nate Archibald did it in the same game.
Oh, I believe
But let me tell you like this.
Them names are incredible.
But this is the
thing. Are they on the same team?
No, they was on different teams.
Well, these dudes on the same team doing it.
But did they win?
Yes.
Okay. But also you got to look at this here. This is what I heard over the weekend.
What's that?
Is that the NBA viewership is down 52%.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All these three-pointers.
So if the game is so good, how come ain't nobody looking?
Because everybody's shooting threes, man.
And missing. You ain't scoring more points. Gilbert said it. Gilbert. Now, this is the best thing I ever Gilbert said.
Boys ain't getting beat up like Jordan was in the 80s no more. What Gilbert say?
Or 90s or 70s or whatever. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Guys, but this is the thing. They shooting 40, 53, but they ain't scoring but 105 points a game.
Yeah.
53.
Yeah.
3 times 50 is 15.
Oh, these
that's 150 points. If you hit 50, if you hit 50%, that's 75 points by itself.
Have you ever seen 2 triple-doubles on the same team?
No, I ain't never seen that.
That's crazy. Yeah. They scored 132, and they should.
Yeah, they should.
With that type of
they should score
production and collaboration going on. 2 dudes triple-doubles. Man, hey, Joker had 36. Utah. Which is not just a run over. I mean, they're not as good as they were. We ain't talking about Karl Malone, John Stockton, and Russell like Jordan had to be.
Who on Utah now?
Pretty solid though.
Rudy or Conley, none of them ain't on that no more.
No, I don't know who on Utah actually.
I mean,
Joker had 36 points, 22 boards, and 11 assists, and Russ had 16 points, 10 boards, and 10 assists. That's crazy.
He should have won.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't see the brawl between the Rockets and Heat. It's been a lot of brawls in basketball too recently. But I didn't see the one between the Rockets and the Heat. I need to go back and check it.
Oh, yeah.
Was it better than the Mavericks?
I saw that. No. They got the Rockets and the Heat. They got like 4 or 5 players suspended. For real? 2 for 3 games. All of that.
I need to go back and check that out. Yeah. I love that, man. Hey, Madison the Palace, bring it back. Hey, Hey, let the fans get in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keep it one-on-one, though. Keep it one-on-one. Hey, if you bold enough to step in that ring, fan, hey, go on and get you some. I wish they made boxing like that, too. Let a fan come down.
Say, man, if you ever want to see something, go see the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
When the Kermit Washington hit Rudy Tom Johnson.
Ooh, in the middle of the floor. Ooh, hey, that's the most vicious punch I've ever seen.
Rudy had to go where the way he had to go?
Hey, to the hospital, huh? Broke his jaw, didn't he? His whole face. Broke his orbital bones. Fractured that man's face.
Both his orbital bones was crushed.
Goodness.
I don't even know this bone where your teeth had up under your nose. It was broke.
That boy broke his tooth bone.
Man crushed his face. I mean, man, so.
Because Rudy was running into him and my boy hit him fully extended. Bam!
That's when they said, we can't fight it.
Yeah, man.
That's when they really started cracking. And then when Elijah Wall was cold-cocked. See, this is the whole thing.
I didn't even know about that Elijah one either.
People don't even know, man. Kareem knocked out 3 or 4 dudes.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Kareem wasn't nobody playing with either back in the day.
That's why Jordan was complaining. You know, he finally got the game cleaned up. That's why he the GOAT too. But also, moving on, you know what I'm saying? Our Texas Rangers. Hey,
the Rangers signed somebody, didn't it?
Yeah, young Jock Peterson, baby.
Oh, yeah,
young Jock in the building,
man.
I see that. Yeah, boys, we ain't got young Jock Peterson with these Rangers, man. If y'all know nothing about him, just know he started over Devontae Adams in high school at receiver.
What that trip say? Give me one.
That's all I got to say, man. Arizona State knocking at the door. Yeah, they are, man. Hey, and this is what I'm saying. Arizona State is going to be a game. Scatterboo ain't no pump. These boys are tested. These boys, they got belief in themselves, man. It's going to be a long game. And if Texas, they ain't come ready to fight, they're going to get that ass beat. And they're going to get that ass took from them in the last minutes of the game, man. Is all I'm trying to tell you. Give them some gloves. Yeah, man, let them box it out, man. Let them go in there like Nate Robinson on Jake Paul, man. You know they say NBA players can't fight besides Darren Williams.
Besides who?
Darren Williams and Dame Lillard, the only two that can really go.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Is what they say.
I tell you what, I think Captain Murphy beat up both of them.
Oh, Dame Lillard been training boxing for the past 5, 6, 7 years. He been training with Derrick too.
Captain Murphy knocked out 5'9", knocked out a bunch of dudes. It's a picture in Sports Illustrated where a dude laying on the floor, 6'9", Cal Murphy standing like this, 5'9".
Man, hey, that sound like J.A. That sound like J.A.
Murphy had them hands.
That sound like J.A. right there.
Hey, Cal Murphy had them hands, man.
Yeah.
Cal Murphy had them hands for real.
I believe
and
it.
He proved it. It wasn't. He's the only enforcer in the NBA under 6 feet. Cal Murphy was the enforcer for the Houston Rockets.
Under
when
6
you played
Vernon Maxwell too, though.
Under 6 feet.
Oh,
Cal
yeah, you're
Murphy
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, Mad Max was.
Yeah, Deron Williams knocked out Frank Gore. Yes, sir. Made him look bad too.
Hey, what's his name? Knocked out AP.
Yeah. Running back Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, who knocked out Frank Gore?
Darren Williams.
The basketball.
Yeah.
He knocked out
beat the brakes out of Frank Gore.
But you know what?
Beat the brakes. I mean, he looked huge against Frank Gore, first of all.
First off, Frank Gore 5'11", with Darren Williams about 6'4".
Frank Gore about 5'8".
I mean, what? I'm
5'9". And Darren Williams,
football 5'11".
Yeah. And Darren Williams, he looked like a monster.
Yeah, but Darren Williams 6'4".
He looked like a monster against Frank Gore.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. And he brought the fight to Frank Gore, too.
And I'm going to tell you
But Darren Williams, that's D-Town right there. Dallas, Texas finest, baby. Hey, you know, we built a little different around here. We got attitude issues around here, dog.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? No matter.
I'm going to tell you like
boy
this.
Boy can be out there playing doggone cricket, dog.
You know,
he throw them hands.
You know how they say, ask somebody?
Yeah.
You ain't got to ask nobody. Come on down here.
Yeah.
Just come on to D-Town.
Just come see for yourself, man.
I got some blocks that Uncle Senior on, that he been on, that I don't know if you gonna make it out of. Yeah. Hey, boy, I can put you on Pine Colonial. He'll put you on Farm Ridge. Yeah. He'll put you on Pokey Keys. Yeah. He'll put you some blocks. You gotta be able to box.
You gotta box, man. Gotta be able to box, man.
Nah.
But yeah, that's fun right there. That's fun. But yeah, shout out Jock Peterson coming to join these boys. And you know what time it is, Trip? It's time for your favorite part of the show. Let's give these people a little NIL before we get going. Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
This is what I want to tell you. For the NIL, I know a real estate agent. It's a young man right now. He's a sophomore in college. His NIL is so big, his dad and his family is fairly intelligent. They call this real estate agent that I know. He's finna start investing in real estate. His first investment is gonna be a house in Frost Farms.
Wow.
He in college.
Oh,
Sophomore in college.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna say this: we watching him play right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call no name because
Okay.
I'm put it out there too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I can't tell.
Oh, you can
because
say it now though, because it's NIL.
I
It's
mean, but
legal
now,
now, but
his real estate, this is private business. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
His real estate agent told me this, but I can say his real estate agent say, man, and if anybody around the Dallas-Fort Worth area know anything about
Frost Farms,
say, man, they got many mansions over there.
big money, and I like it.
That's what Tim Brown and Chuck Norris and people like that, and Larry Johnson, when he signed an $84 million contract, they lived over there. Now you got a college kid buying a house over there.
Yeah. That's
We
crazy.
got people like that that live over there.
Hey, things started to change a little bit.
Big Mike Barber, he didn't live in Frost Farm. He lived across the street.
Yeah. Had his own little area, little space.
Everybody lived across the street.
And kicked it
He
hard
wasn't in
over there too. That was my
But he wasn't
crib.
in there though. He was across the street.
Yeah.
So they let you know in the
Frost Farms,
sophomore in college, finna go places. Come on, man.
That's crazy. That's awesome though.
It's
That's
wild
awesome.
out
Shout
there.
out to you, dog.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
But what you got for the people today in IMO? You know that's what they want to know.
Man, in my opinion, we done touched on this a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, before. And now in sports, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
We got a lot of catchphrases to make it sound like something is brand new.
Yeah.
You know, we got this 6-0 in the NBA Finals.
Yep.
We got this, we ain't never seen it before. But we don't never say it ain't never been done before.
Yeah.
So we got all these catchphrases to make it seem like what we see in front of our eyes is better than what has already happened. And just because we didn't see it, that don't make it not great.
Yeah.
And that's the way we talk sometimes now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, you know, because, you know, Dion was the main one pushing. We ain't never seen this before. Dion, but you didn't say it ain't never been done.
Yeah.
We can't see everything that's great, but that don't mean it wasn't great because we didn't see it. And sometimes we act like what we didn't see is better than what we did see.
Yeah.
Because we have actually convinced ourselves in this new modern era that 6 is better than 11. And because we didn't see 11. But we saw 6. And I'm like, wait a minute. I saw 4 or 5 of them 11. I ain't gonna say I saw all 11, but I saw some of them. But I'm like, so how is 6 better than 11 just because we saw it?
Yeah.
Because we act like what we don't see is not that good. And we act like it validates it because we saw it. But who the hell are we?
Yeah.
What about the people that did see it? They count too.
Yeah.
You know, so all I'm saying is that we got a lot of catchphrases, and let's not get absorbed in what has happened. What we saw is better than what we didn't see, because this is the real truth. What we didn't see, we can't judge it.
Yeah, no doubt.
We got to go by what the people said.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we go a lot of time in sport. But if it's our favorite guy and somebody say this about him, because some of the greatest performances that I ever seen in my life is rendered mediocre.
Yeah.
Like catching a touchdown pass and getting an interception in the Super Bowl. Nobody talk about that.
Yeah.
Leading the NBA Finals in all 5 statistical categories. If a certain player had done that, it would be way more fabulous than the player that actually did it. And that's just my opinion.
Right on. Y'all know who he's insinuating in that argument, you know, and that's his opinion. And I'm not gonna rebut it all, and I can't. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's a great take by Unc right there. I think that's a great take. And which will lead me into my opinion. And in my opinion, Unc can't say nothing, so I'm gonna go on and fire off right now.
I don't even try to say nothing. I won't say nothing.
Ashton Jainty against solid competition is an average running back. And this is my opinion. And yeah, I know he ran for 192 against Oregon early in the year. We're talking about game 2 of the season. Not a big deal. You don't even know your squad at that point. That was the second game Dylan Gabriel had played in Oregon. Didn't know his team at that point, didn't know his weapons. Communication wasn't what it's supposed to be by the O-line and D-line at that point in time. They almost lost the Idaho Vandals the week before. Oregon is not the same Oregon who they are today, which beat Penn State later on in the season. And in my opinion, Ashton Jeanty, he's a very good college running back. Very good. Second most yards. Even though they weren't going to include Barry Sanders' playoff yards or bowl game yards in that whole situation. So it's kind of a fabricated lie if you think about it, because if he did include Barry Sanders' total yards, like he wasn't even within 300 yards of him. But in my opinion, Ashton Jeanty, man, he is the leader of the all-hype team. He was voted by the fans to be the Heisman, all hype. Travis Hunter, again, has done something that I have not seen, Unc hasn't seen, we haven't seen for 7 to 8 decades. That is special. We've seen 15 running backs since the year 2000, run for 2,000 yards in the NCAA. Nothing special. Ran for 3.5 yards again last night. Nothing special. Now he ran over 100 yards against a very tough Penn State team. Fairly impressive. But if Zeke was doing that, we'd be kicking him out the door right now. Okay? Zeke averaged around 3.5 yards a carry this year, and we're saying he's trash. So I think it does matter, the competition that you're playing against, and I think that's why Ashton Jeanty did not win the Heisman. And in my opinion, Travis Hunter is that dude, and there was no, what they say, robbery of Ashton Jeanty for the Heisman Trophy this year. And that's my opinion. Ashton, I wish you all success in the NFL, but you're no Travis Hunter.
I can't tell
Ashton about that.
I can't tell. I can't tell. That's all I'm saying. Ashton, I can't tell.
I ride with Colorado, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know I'm pissing about Jeannie. You know what I'm saying, Ryan? They have one got classic. He said, I got one question for who wins in the fight, George Foreman or Mike Tyson. Quick answers, please. I got Mike Tyson. Who you got, Unc?
I got George.
Unc got George Foreman. Hey, both powerful guys. And hey, George wasn't on that. He said that face Unc got. He said that face Unc got is classic.
You absolutely right. You right. You right. That face I got that's classic. Go write it down, print it, put it on the fly.
I took it straight there, didn't I, Trip? I took it straight to him. I knew he wasn't gonna like that.
No.
I thought he was gonna have blood coming out the side of his mouth from biting his tongue so hard.
Hey, one thing like Trip, I ain't have him doing like I had him doing the other week. He was splitting, slobbing, everything. Hey, I got some more. Hey, wait till next week, Trip.
Like I had rabies when he was talking about Jordan that day, man.
Hey, I got some more stats on Jordan.
Hey, he's talking about Raiola. Ben Smith, before we get out of here, say, what are your thoughts on Nebraska freshman QB that looks like Pat Mahomes? That's about it. That's as far as it goes. He looks like him, but he ain't Pat Mahomes. Hey. He's got some, he plays a lot like him, but hey, the carbon copy is never as good as the original.
Oh, I'm going to say it like this. Most guys that I see, they say, I seen a little clip the other day.
Dylan Raiola, I think his name is.
I seen a little clip the other day. They say, we ain't going to never see another Barry Sanders. No, we ain't never seen another Barry Sanders. We ain't never seen another O.J. Simpson. We ain't seen another. I don't think when you are a great player, you are a one of a kind. Yeah. When you are great, I ain't never seen nobody like no other great player. Bill Russell was so different than Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, all these players.
Well, Kobe clearly studied Michael Jordan, and he looks exactly like Michael Jordan on the floor.
Except for he ain't as good.
Exactly.
So he's a Michael Jordan knockoff.
He's a carbon copy.
So a Michael Jordan knockoff. I'm gonna say this cannot be better than the original Magic Johnson.
For sure, Michael Jordan
or the original Kareem.
And I say this about Dylan Raiola. Like he looks a lot like Patty. Get his hair cut like him. He wears the Oakleys. He wears number 15. His squad is red and white, but he is not Pat Mahomes. Yeah, he's really trying. That's a great example to look up to. Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola, I believe.
He ain't the second coming of Pat Mahomes. He's the first coming of Devin Raiola.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to be. He's trying to be Pat Mahomes though. Like he's trying to look like him.
He needs to try something else. Because I'm gonna tell you like this here: any athlete that I've ever seen try to be somebody else, they don't quite live up to just be yourself.
Yeah, man. Hey, like the
yourself.
great Miles Quake told the gentleman that I reviewed one of his beats and sent it over to Miles Quake. Hey, it says whatever type beat, quit trying to be that type beat and be you and perfect your skill sets, man.
Yeah,
Polish your skill sets and what you do well. Increase your own path, man.
Yeah.
You know, carbon copies, man. Hey, that's, you know, hey, it's imitation's the greatest form of flattery.
It's just imitation.
But hey, don't nobody want to be seeing Jason Tatum over here mocking Kobe Bryant after he winning the title. Like, don't nobody want do your own authentic celebration.
And then this
Jason
is the
Tatum.
thing. Duplication isn't replication.
Yeah, absolutely.
Duplication never equals to
Hit
replication.
him with them words, huh?
Come on,
Duplication
man.
ain't replication, dog.
Stop that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just because you try to be like somebody, you ain't gonna be as good.
You ain't gonna do that all the time.
Because this is the first thing. Die Hard is better than Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
Trust and believe.
Absolutely.
Rocky 1 is the best Rocky of all.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, oh yes, sir.
That Drago went home.
Nobody can call Adrian like the first Rocky. Ain't nobody had their eyes swole up like the first Rocky. I'm just saying. Duplication don't equal replication.
Facts, man. Hey, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this first show of the year, man. We have enjoyed you all, man. Having a great time, man. Hope 2025 is a blessed one. I hope 2024 was a great one for you. 25, man, we all going up. If you ain't going up, hey, you can't be a part of this community and not be going up, because we all about support, man, and going up over here.
I'm going to put it like this. 25 is all the way live.
All the way live,
and
man.
this is the thing you got to realize. If it ain't live, it ain't me.
It ain't me, baby. And on that note, Mr. Kyle, shout out Mr. Kyle. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Hey, we out this thing. We're going to see y'all next Wednesday sometime around noon. Be watching for the watch party. We for sure have a watch party tomorrow night for that Notre Dame and Georgia Bulldogs game. It's going ham, baby, and I'm going all the way in. I'm going to be suited and booted up, ready to play. I might put my helmet on, dog. But hey, y'all come ready, strapped up, get your chin strapped up, because it's going to be on and popping.
Hey, I'm going to tell you like this here.
See you next week.
Strap up your chin strap. Put your shoulder pads on. Gird up your loins.
Gird up them loins, dog.
Hey, because if your loins ain't girded up, that means you ain't ready to go.
You ain't show up if your loins ain't girded up. But yeah, man.
Gird up so you can stay up.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, we going to be on strike next week. So we going to see. So we going to see you two. We going to see what's going on popping now, man.
We going to see what's jumping.
Hey, we'll see y'all.
Peace. We out.